Business Wi-Fi, security cameras, fiber optics, access control, and audio-video systems for commercial and residential customers. Clean installations, better coverage, no shortcuts. Serving Central Florida from Gainesville to Sarasota. Visit gpzcabling.com for your free estimate and save 20% by mentioning this ad. GPZ Cabling, because buffering shouldn't be part of your daily routine.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Jam trucks. Cheer on your favorite team. 2 times the freestyle action. Full send family fun. Coming to Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday. Brought to you by BKT Tires, Morgan & Morgan, and your local Ford dealers. Visit monsterjam.com.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a 4th-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful, low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit hbnusa.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Florida heat is at its peak, and for a lot of folks, their homes never seem to stay cool. That's a common concern with Florida homeowners, and the problem could be your windows. That's because vinyl windows are known to warp, crack, or degrade over time, letting in a lot of unwanted heat, while aluminum windows are heat conductors, transferring heat into your home. And who wants that? Renewal by Andersen to the rescue. That's because their windows are made of Fibrex material built to withstand Florida's extreme heat. Their energy-efficient replacement windows and doors are designed to help keep the heat out and maintain a more consistent indoor temperature. So that means a more comfortable home and lower energy costs. And during their end of summer sale, Florida homeowners can buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus special financing for 1 full year. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation. Or stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park and see these beautiful products for yourself. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
Have no fear, RC Hill is here with my super solution sale. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand and 6 grand more for your trade at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Trade like a superhero. Get up to $6,000 overbook value for any trade. 6 grand more. And your new vehicle is invincible with a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. Stuck in a web of bad credit? I've got your super solution. If you got a job and a dime, you ride. Every vehicle 1 dime down. Defeat high interest rates with 0% financing for 72 months. 0%. Acres of new Mitsubishis with a multiverse of used cars, all makes, all models. Get up to 6 grand more for your trade. 0% for 72 months. And Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. grab a dime, and swing on over to my Super Solution Sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4, rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Plus tax and tag to qualified buyers. See dealer for terms.
Need more animals, more gators, and more fun? Y'all need Gatorland. Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on. The best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie starts now.
It is Friday, August 7th, 2026. Lots to get to today. From the FCC won't like this to Coca-Cola is under fire for a wild viral video. And a man tries to blame his Tesla for speeding. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. C-Lane is here.
Hello.
Josh is with us.
Ahoy.
And so are you. You can join us today. Send a dispatch on thenewsjunkie.com or in the app right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What's going on?
What transpired?
I cannot believe it. I have to tell you, this is just breaking news incoming. Right here has been handed to me hot off the presses. We have a last-minute message.
Ooh.
It appears to be from the Grim Reaper on top of that hospital. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody! We made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back.
He already did it.
I can't believe it.
He jumped the gun.
I did.
He does every day.
I'm feeling good.
He needs to self-soothe a little bit, that Josh, you know. Like, good job. You did a good job today. You did, too. Look at you making it through the week. They said you couldn't do it, but you did it. We got a lot on deck today. How's everybody doing on a Friday?
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
I survived taking out the recycling. So
Congratulations.
That was a win.
Can we reset the clock or whatever on that one? Yeah.
It has been 1 week, one accident-free recycle week.
Yes, yeah,
Thank
indeed.
God.
Also, we're trying out something new today. It's the greatest feature in the history of streaming.
Oh, no.
The great Coderino has brought to you this unbelievable
stupid
feature. It's so nobody's ever thought of something like this. If you are somebody who gifts subscriptions, premium subscriptions to the News Junkie so you can support the show, it's always asked you if you have a message. And I was like, people put these messages in there, and I feel so bad. It's like a message that goes to nowhere. So
until today,
got to code in. The great Coderino presents. Now, if you put a message with your gifted subscription, if you're watching over on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie, you will see a small biplane driven by or flown by the fickle beast.
How do you know the sexuality of the plane?
And it's a small
Not
two-winged or one wing. I don't even know. It's a small plane which will fly by dragging a banner with your message across the screen. It's the greatest thing in the history of streaming. All right? Everybody else might as well bow out of the streaming game.
Nobody has ever had a system for putting a message on a stream before.
I know. iShowSpeed can suck it. You got nothing on this. All the top streamers, you wish you had this. A little plane will drag a banner with your gifted message across the screen. It's just unbelievable. So to the person, the brilliant individual who coded that, yep, congratulations to the great Coderino. Oh, that's me. Yes, this is me patting myself on the back.
Well,
just to start the
This
show.
has all started out quite masturbatory.
Oh, the whole thing's going this way, just so you know. Yeah, so just the whole show going in that direction. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening to this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a traffic guy on the local news. This still exists. It's kind of weird. It seems like one of those things that like technology really replaces. Anybody telling you about the traffic on your radio or on your television screen? I mean, like I could just look at my dash and the road is red ahead. I don't need you to be like, wow,
Sure.
tie up.
You're right, but I mean, I think it's good. I think some of the oldos still like to get that from the news instead of an app. They're like, why is the road red? You know, I don't think they get it
Because it's
sometimes.
slow. It's slow up there.
For TV stations, it's never been easier to have content like this because, at least in Florida, all the traffic cameras are free online.
Yeah.
And you can just pull them up and air them whenever you want.
That's true. Yeah, you're right about that.
I've
Okay,
done
let's go to this guy. He's from Channel 9. It's an ABC affiliate. And as he's telling everybody about some traffic tie-ups on I-71, something happens, and he makes a bit of a mistake. Here he goes.
Traffic is slowing down both sides around this car, as well as that on-ramp. Oh, I'm so sorry. This literally just watched a crash happen in real time. And I almost said something inappropriate.
Yeah, I did.
Almost.
I mean, he got so close to it that I had to just censor it anyways. If you spelled it, it would have been SHIIIIIIIII. You know, and it
There you
was
go.
that far along. That far along.
Amy
And
would have spelled the whole thing.
She would have too.
She's a pro.
And it was right, like as he's pointing on the big screen behind him, there's an accident, and it just scares the hell out of him.
Slowing down both sides around this car, as well as that on-ramp. Oh, I'm so sorry. This literally
Arrest him.
just watched a crash happen in real time. And I almost said something inappropriate.
Oh, you know what? You're okay, buddy. But the FCC would like to see you right now. You are probably going to be hauled off to prison. Okay?
FCC your ass out the door.
See you later. Whatever your name is, Mr. Traffic Guy on the TV. Bye-bye for now. No, I think he survived. I think he's doing okay. Everything is going well in his world. I did have a runner-up, but I didn't. Like, I was so scared of playing this because I thought there's like this really tiny pocket chance that it was fake because it's just so impressive that I can't bring myself to believe it. But it made me feel good. It made me like have a good time and smile on a Friday. So I want to bring it to you. And C-Lane, you tell me if you think this is real. Look at this kid. Jackson better get moving.
That is a small child.
Okay, this kid is allegedly 6 years old, and he's at a local talent show. This 6-year-old has an electric guitar.
I like his choice of song. This 6-year-old is cool.
He is, but is this real? He has a full-size electric guitar. It's
so
like
big
as
on him.
heavy as him, you know? Like
Yeah.
the neck on the guitar is like the full extent of where he can go and reach for his stuff. And they go, our next person up for the talent show is a little boy, just turned 6 years old. And he's here to play a song you might find familiar. Any chance that's real? I can't play that, just for the record.
We know.
So shut your mouth.
He's definitely playing to a track.
But he's rocking out money for nothing, man. That's pretty awesome.
You think he says the one word in the song?
He drops the F word for gay.
With the earring and the makeup.
If he drops that, he's just, I don't know. Very, very impressive. Not that part. Not that. But for those of you who don't play guitar, it's not the easiest song to play. Oh, I think he screwed. No,
Yeah.
no. Did he?
I think he screwed up just slightly.
I mean, the craziest thing in the world is I remember with my coked up guitar teacher, R.I.P. in peace. I remember.
Is he dead? Do you know that?
Yeah. I think like years and years and years ago. That guy wasn't long for this world, man. That guy
on account of the cocaine.
Oh my God! Like that, he was one of those guys.
You're
where
like, I gotta get in all these lessons. I gotta get this knowledge beamed into me while I still have the chance because this guy is circling the drain.
You ever seen when you were in the mood to party and tie one on and you go, all right, let's party a little bit, and then they rack out one about the size of this pen. You know what I mean? Like just so fun. You go, whoa, buddy, and holy cow! Like that's my guitar teacher was like that. And I remember the first couple of lessons I had when I was older than this kid. I was about 12 or 13 when I first started learning how to play the guitar. Peaked around 13 and a half. And at first it was, and C-Lane will maybe make fun of me or maybe agree. At first when I was learning, it hurt my fingers to actually even like push down the strings and make a
It's very
note.
common if you're not calloused up. In fact, if I were to try and go and play a gig at a bar, my fingers would probably be hurting by the end of it, just because it's been so long since I've played like a long time like that. But
they get like hardened, right?
Yeah, you need to get calloused up so you don't feel it anymore. But when I was learning, my dad had a 12-string guitar, and that was easier on my fingers because there's, it's kind of like the reason you can lay on a bed of nails and not have all of them poke you or like go through your skin.
Whatever science is at play.
The distribution of pressure is more.
Somebody patty whack, in fact, on TNJ chat says, question is, could Sean play better than a 6-year-old? Not this one, my man. Like, that's pretty cool.
Look at them yo-yos.
Probably a line of 6-year-old girls just waiting for the rock star to come off the stage. Give your kid, I say this to you, it's the only advice I'm going to give you. All right, 3 things. 1, do the best you can to raise your kid to be a good person. Number 2, teach your kid to play an instrument, and a cool one, not the bass guitar. Never the bass guitar. Nothing against bass guitar players, but it's always like the guy's playing the guitar. No, he's not. He's playing the bass guitar. The electric guitar or drums are very cool. Drummers are always very cool, okay? Girls like drummers and they like guitarists and singers, okay? Have your kid be a good person, teach them how to play one instrument, and make them learn how to dance. Those are the 3 things. Those are the 3 things, and they'll never struggle. They'll be fine for their entire lives, just adorable little kids. Don't forget, we do have a contest underway, as we always do, with Rate My Blank. And this week it's been Rate My Blank, Rate My dad joke. And I'll be honest with you, some of them have not been great.
How many did we bookmark?
But there's 4 bookmarked so far. Wow. And only out of pity, here's an example of some of the submissions we're getting for Rate My Dad Joke this week. You can send yours in via text-to-speech or record your voice as a dispatch, or like this one. Here's Keeler.
What kind of bees make milk? Boobies.
I think you get it, right? I think you see.
The voice kind of made me laugh a little bit. Boobies.
Yeah, so Casey Kasem.
What kind of bees make milk? Boobies.
Boobies.
Yeah.
You know that scream is a goat, right? That's the best thing about it is that scream is a goat. There's so many of these, and some of them are so terrible. Here's another.
Hey, Sean, I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know.
I don't know why. I think the Y didn't come through. It didn't sound like it. Another one.
Dad joke. A Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers, and says, 5 beers, please.
I get it.
Okay. There you go. So these are your competitors, folks.
It's a thinker.
It's easy. It's slim pickings out there for Rate My Blank, Rate My Dad Joke this week. Couple of emails to kick us off here. Here is T emailing the show. TM says, hey, Sean.
Shouldn't it be a Greek?
I don't know. I'm not fighting.
Oh, no,
it's
Romans. Roman numerals.
Yeah. Hey, Sean. Just hit me. Hey, Sean.
Really?
And you laughed. You have to bookmark it now.
Going back to bookmark it. All right. Hang on.
You just thought it made no sense for no reason.
I thought his fingers had been blown off in the war or something.
That's where you went?
Yeah, a Roman's fingers blown off in the war.
Or like he's like in a spear battle with another Roman and he loses his fingers. And that's what I took away.
Joke. A Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers and says, 5 beers, please.
No, I get it. I get it. All right.
Still want to be here,
emails the
Moses?
show. Moses already
I'm not
settling
even
in?
here.
Oh, God. Moses DeWitt, our attorney, will be hanging out with us in a second. I've got a pick a side that is an absolute banger for everybody. Wait till you hear this in just a moment. But let me get to this. TM says, hey, Sean, I've heard you say several times on the show you're against the death penalty, but then I've also heard you many times say somebody should die for their crime. The latest was the guy who sexually battered an 11-year-old. You said the only issue you have with the father is that he didn't kill him. Now I'm for the death penalty for my own reasons, and I respect your opinion, but you can't have it both ways, says TM, thinking he has me pinned on hypocrisy on display.
Lies!
But little do you know, TM, this is a well-thought-out thing in my world. I've had this opinion for a very, very, very long time, and I am against the state taking away a life, because if there's any instance out there where somebody is innocent and the state kills them, meaning the apparatus of government kills the person, that's one is too much. Like accidentally killing a person, the state, right? One is too much. However, if somebody wants to kill somebody else in an act of revenge, I care not much at all, to say the least. If somebody sees their daughter abused by some grown-ass man, their 11-year-old daughter, as was the case here, and they want to take them out of the back porch and handle it themselves, that's completely different. Vigilante justice, response justice, these kind of things are different. You take them case by case. But, yeah, I don't think that's hypocrisy. My problem is the state being involved and making the decision there when they could be making a mistake. As opposed to the father in that case. But thank you. It's a good email nonetheless. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and Charles emails, and he says, obviously this is your own personal business. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I'm just curious, why don't you get a medical card? Then you could get whatever THC product you want at the dispensary. What a time to be alive, man. I saw a story yesterday. I was like, imagine 13-year-old me with my guitar in my hand hearing this news story. And it was California opens its first self-service checkout at a weed dispensary.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, wow, how the times have changed here. What a time to be alive. But I don't mess around with that stuff very much. And I don't take a lot of medicine or pills. I take hocus pocus stuff, basically. But I don't like to alter my body other than with alcohol, which I really, really like to do. And that may make no sense to you. But the THCs that I take before going to bed, I'm drinking a drink, just like a mocktail with THC, and it helps me sleep. I don't want any more than that. So I haven't felt the need to go try to get like a license or whatever. I think Josh has one.
Allegedly. They have a point to, like, if you find that they do actually take away the THC drinks, it might be worth looking into. It doesn't mean you have to become a full-on raging pothead, but you could probably get something at the medicinal dispensary, like droplets or something. You can have a club soda, drip, 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 drip.
Droplets. I could store so many of those too.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Get some tinctures going.
Moses, I've got a joke coming in for you. Are you interested? Or
I suppose.
Okay, he was shaking his head. The first thing he heard when he walked in today was dad jokes, and not good ones.
We have to pick one. This is what we have saddled ourselves with.
Do you have a dad joke?
Me?
Moses.
Oh, I'm sure. Give me a minute. I got plenty of them.
All right. Here's the one for you. Here's Yuckers.
Here's a joke for Mo. Why did the bread save the chicken cutlet? Because it was in Parm's way.
Man, I love a good Parm joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Does it win the bookmark from you or no? No.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. You heard it here first.
Quick motion has been denied.
When we come back, I have one of the best pick-a-sides we've had in a while, and I want you guys to clear your brains and get ready for this. I'm going to play it for you. We'll go on a bit of a journey, and a pick-a-side is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash.
Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, welcome to the stream. Friday, as in every day, the show rolls on here during the breaks. Now, I don't know if I have it set up so the plane banner will come by during these breaks. So you for now, you might want to do it during the show if you gift subs. Just a heads up. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Twitch. Teachers are getting ready to go back to school, and I saw a teacher ask all of her friends in a group text, hey, what phrase can I ruin this year? She said, last year the kids were doing 6-7, and I started hammering it in class, and I ruined 6-7, and I made it corny for everybody in class. And one of the teachers said, you need to address them as, hey, chat. So address all of them as, hey, chat, and you will be victorious. Thank you, Seychelles, for the gifted sub. Unfortunately, we won't see the plane banner fly by, Seychelles, unless you do it during the action when I'm in this seat over here. I'll fix that for next week, though. David says on YouTube, David's my dad now, Sean, they're called dad jokes for a reason. Dads sometimes try to be funny, but usually strike out. I mean, you think you need to explain dad jokes to me? Maybe you do. Hey, Tanya. Hey, David. School's already going in Polk County. Is it really? This early? How are you all doing today? Now let me get you primed for our pick-a-side. We've been doing these a bunch lately, and basically I present to you a clip, and I've got a great one, and then you have to determine who's in the right, who's in the wrong. You have to pick a side. Fence sitting is not allowed. It is absolutely 100% banned. And in this case, a man is very angry at the police. You know what? I don't want to say too much more than that. He's very angry at the police. And we'll talk about why, and I'll play the video for you in a bit. Don't forget your last chance. I think there's 35 of the new magnets available. Starry Night magnet, the News Junkie Starry Night magnet. You can get yours by subscribing. Last night's secret show was a blast. Who was there? Anybody? Anybody? Last night's secret show was a fun time. I think you'll enjoy it. It will be posted at 5 p.m. today, all right? 2 minutes, and we're back. What's the big story grabbing your attention today, by the way? I want to make sure I don't miss whatever's on your mind. In a couple of words, what is the big story that you are paying attention to today? We are in a dead-ass news cycle. Sean, I think you should be holding the shock potato doing Skull Mike. I had no idea what I was in for. I had no idea what I was in for with the shock potato. These things should be illegal. The idea that they just exist out there on the open market, a little kid could buy this or something, just wild. Wild to me. It'll stay right there on the shelf for now. 1 minute and we're back live on the show. 1 minute. A lot of dad jokes coming in. I've been watching the Clancy trial. What's the Clancy trial? What is that? Insecure Walrus says, it was great to listen to last night's Secret Show while I was changing a flat tire on the side of the road. Dan says Secret Shows was awesome last night. Do not miss it, folks. Available for subscribers, premium subscribers on thenewsjunkie.com. Rabid beavers were found and killed in a lake near where I live. They were actually attacking people. Sony canceling physical game discs in 2028. How do you guys feel about that? Like, I think that only bothers gamers, but I get it. You should get a physical copy of a game. 100%. 100%. You should get a physical copy of a game when you're paying for it. Imagine paying for the new Grand Theft Audio, but you don't get a physical copy? Nah. Gene, glad you had a good time last night. Everybody else, get in on the action when the new Secret Show drops uncensored at 5 p.m. Let's get back to the show right now.
Support. Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand, so shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Real Radio.
Where breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
Brace yourself. A pick a side on the way, and I imagine you'll do just that. We demand that much of you. Welcome in, friends. Hope you're having a good time. Learn more about the show in the world's most viral newsroom over on thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, it's been a while since we've had a really top-notch pick-a-side, I think. But I've got one on my hands here, so I hope everybody's ready and on board. Get your brains prepared. The only rules to a pick-a-side, C-Lane, as you know, Josh, Moses, as you all know, is there's no fence sitting. We must pick a side, who is right, who is wrong, and all of that good stuff.
I'm going to sit on the fence.
No fence sitting allowed, so let's pick a side.
We're going on a ride. Yeah, it's time to pick a side. Yeah, don't try to run and hide. Yeah, it's time to pick a side.
This is such a great clip. This is something that happened in Parker, Colorado, I believe. Parker, Colorado. And a police officer has pulled over a man for excessive speeding. This man is pulled over in his Tesla. Let's go to the scene and see what happened. You got to pick a side. Who's in the right? The person in this car or the police officer pulling him over? Here we go.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
A little fast.
I wasn't driving. That's assessed driving, autopilot, sir.
You're in charge, though. So I need to see your driver's license.
I'm in charge, but I wasn't driving. So
doesn't matter.
Like
you're in the driver's seat. You can blame the car all you want, but
how can we sort out this problem, sir? I wasn't.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do, sir.
The car doesn't have a driver's license. I need to see your driver's license.
But I can't get like anything like involved because this wasn't me, sir.
Sir, I need to see your driver's license.
Yes, I can give you driver's license.
Okay.
But first of all, I'm just
no, not first of all. The first thing I need to see is your driver's license. That's the number one thing.
Finally, he's getting out his driver's license. You can see where this is going. This guy says, how can I be getting a ticket right now? I'm not even driving this car. If you want to give somebody a ticket, you give the Tesla a ticket. I'm not the one driving.
It's a bold
here.
move, Cotton.
Yes, it is a bold move, C-Lane. It is a bold move, but he's going to try it out here. He is saying that I'm not driving the car. The Tesla was in autopilot at that moment. I'm almost angry at you for pulling me over. We'll get to Mo's legal thoughts on whether this would hold up in just a moment. He's getting out his license here.
That wasn't my fault.
Wasn't my fault, he said.
Complaint. I need the Tesla station.
All right, sir. I did write you a ticket for speeding, 64 and a 45.
Whoa,
I'm not sure
buddy.
how this whole thing works, but it's not the first person I've stopped that's been in autopilot. I don't know why they decided to speed, but there's no way the speed limit here is 65 or whatever it thought it was. It's only 45.
So, like, is this happened? You're telling me that this is not the first time that you pull over with the Tesla?
Yes.
So how do you figure out in the car?
How I figure out what?
How long do you figure out in the court when you talk to the judge or when I'm talking to the judge? How I'm going to figure out? I wasn't driving.
It doesn't matter.
So he's saying now, when I talk to the judge, what am I supposed to do? Because I wasn't driving this car. I cannot get a ticket. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't making the decisions.
No.
I'm not in charge here. I was just sitting here. I might as well have been a passenger in this vehicle. I might as well be in the passenger seat.
Completely in charge of the car. You were driving.
No, sir. I was here.
You're missing the point. You are driving.
I'm not driving. This is driving, and I was sitting here.
Sir, whether you turn it over...
He's simmering right now, just so you know. He's going to explode at the end of this.
The car doesn't matter. You're still driving. You can say the car's driving as all you want. The judge is not going to play that game. You were driving. If you choose to trust the car...
I need to see your supervisor, please.
What?
Sir, this is your ticket.
Supervisor.
On the bottom is a complaint number. If you want to talk to
complain, I just want to speak with this.
Well, this is your copy. Do you want your driver's license back?
So you can't aggress me like this.
Sir, do you want your driver's license?
I want to get my driver's license, but I need to speak for your supervisor.
You can, like I said, you can give him a call.
No, I can't. I need your supervisor right now.
You want me to call him here?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell him that you want him here.
It's kind of amazing to me that this guy thinks if the supervisor arrives, he will obviously understand.
Right.
I'm
sure the supervisor will be thrilled to be pulled away from whatever he's doing to talk to a man who thinks that he should not get a speeding ticket because...
Whoa! It sounds like you're picking a side here. Are you suggesting that this man...
I've 100% picked a side.
You're saying that
this
cop
guy's
is
an
in the
idiot.
Right? Okay. All right. Josh, what about you? Have you lined up anywhere before this guy explodes?
All right. Sitting on the fence.
You know the rules. You're not supposed to do that.
I'm going to do it.
Moses, from a legal standpoint, you are an attorney.
This is not even a smart question.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Can he say, I was not behind the controls of this vehicle? The automation determined what the speed limit was and went to what it thought was an appropriate speed. I was not the one who was hitting the accelerator here. Go after Tesla for this ticket. Is that going to work in front of a judge?
I mean, you know I love a good Shaggy defense. Old, it wasn't me. But I don't think that's going to hold up here.
Damn it. It's not going to work for him. The judge is going to say you're responsible because you were actually physically behind the wheel.
Yeah, of course.
He's getting angry,
Moses,
though.
Is there a legal precedent for who's to blame when the car has no driver? Like, if you were somewhere where they had like Waymos or in Orlando, there's a small window of area where they're testing out the Tesla robotaxi.
Yeah.
And there would be an amount
right?
of time in between rides where the vehicle was driving around with nobody in it. If this happens, like if for some reason the software has a bug or something weird went down and the car violated a traffic law, is there anybody to cite?
So, I mean, when crashes occur, it's sort of a developing area of the law right now. It's basically a products liability lawsuit where you're basically suing the manufacturer, Tesla or whoever's, Waymo or whoever it is, depending on the company, and you're suing them and saying that they're liable because the product that they provided was defective. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to traffic laws, that's going to depend state by state as to what statutes they've put in place for autonomous driving and how they handle it, and if they even contemplated it when they drafted that statute.
Somebody's saying they should tow his car. Just stop talking, says Kurt. The side of the road is not the place to discuss the finer points of the law.
Finer points?
You have no idea, Kurt. I saw a video yesterday of an active shootout going on with a guy who barricaded himself in a cheap motel. And the police were firing.
Sean was done masturbating.
That was not. No, it was not my reaction to this.
Stand your ground, yeah.
The police are firing in with snipers into this guy's hotel room that he's barricaded in, and he's like filming himself and stuff. And he's firing back at the cops, and he shoots one of the cops and gets him like in the arm and the leg. And the cops shoot back at him, and they hit him once or twice. And they're bringing in robots and all the like crazy SWAT technology. And they go to try to evacuate the woman in the hotel room adjacent to where this was all going down. And when they open the door, they're like, ma'am, we need to get you all out of here right now. The one woman goes, is somebody going to pay for this? I wanted this room. I spent a lot of money on this. I want to be fully compensated within the law. And it's like, whoa, there's bullets flying around. People are dying. There's a lot of these sort of roadside legal arguments happening every day, I think. This guy, though, he's boiling over. He's getting angry. He thinks he's not responsible. It was on autopilot. Blame Tesla, he says.
That's what he says.
Do you think he, honestly thinks that, or is he just, trying to make an argument? Like, do you think that if that's the case, he bought the Tesla thinking, oh, I will never have to get speeding tickets?
Yes! I think that, listen to this guy. He just asked for the supervisor. I think he's fully confident that he's not to blame, and that's why he's getting angry.
So all the supervisors are busy. If you want to sit here and wait, you can. There's a court date on the ticket.
You will be here, and then you will be come here because I got every recording right here. This is how you respond to me. This is how you rude to me. This
how
is
am I rude to you?
So listen, sir. With due all respect, I'm a good citizen. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a zero criminal. You treat me like that like this. I
didn't treat you like a
No. You dropped. I have a witness. This is a witness. She got a witness. You tell me like this. You want to see your driver license? That's not acceptable, sir. I'm a good citizen, okay? You cannot treat me like this good citizen.
Are you going to sit here and wait for the supervisor?
No, I want your supervisor right now, and then you will be here. Because I went to
I'm leaving.
The freeway.
I'm leaving.
Goodbye. Yell at yourself on the side of the road for a while, he says. So Moses doesn't think this guy's going to be victorious with his argument.
He is zero criminal.
Is it? He is. He did say, "I'm zero criminal." He's zero criminal. This guy. Well, now he's got a tiny little nick on his, on his resume. But I think this guy may just be at the forefront of these types of arguments. How different is it from being in a Waymo with no driver to just being behind the wheel in the Tesla's driving itself, Your Honor? Huh? I submit to you that the vehicle made the decisions based on software created by humans, and those humans, not me, are the ones who are responsible for paying this speeding ticket.
Allow me to enter into evidence, sir. You say the vehicle makes decisions?
Indeed, I do, Your Honor.
In the settings of the vehicle, you can pick whether you want it to be a good driver and follow the law, or you can go ludicrous speed, or they have I forget what it's called on Tesla, but I
think it is ludicrous.
There's like a crazy mode.
Objection on the grounds that this is bad for my case. I'm fully rejecting your argument, and I'm standing by that this is automated vehicles at what? Damn it!
Overruled.
I knew it was going to happen. You tell us, pick a side. Who is in the right, the cop or the guy who blames his Tesla for the speeding ticket? He wasn't even hitting the gas pedal. Well, I guess the accelerator, you would say in this case. Who's to blame? Pick a side, friends. We'll hear from you, your dispatches, your emails, and all the rest in just a moment. The officer said, no matter what technology your vehicle has, the person behind the wheel is accountable for your vehicle's actions. These systems are designed to assist you, not drive for you. That's the statement from the Parker Police Department talking about this. That happened just a couple of weeks ago, where the guy blamed his own autopilot. All right, we'll get your thoughts. Oh, my God. Oh, just a rush of dispatches here. These are going to be rough, I think. I don't know. We'll see what you have to say. We'll see what's on your mind. You can leave yours at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Should we try one more?
Sure.
Sure.
One more joke. It's Rate My Blank this week, Rate My Dad joke. And somebody has said, Sean, you got to understand the point of a dad joke is that sometimes it doesn't work, and that's why it's funny. I get it. If I didn't get it,
still has to work, right?
We want it to still be funny, but some dad jokes are not funny, was what they were saying. Here's Kyle, Viking State Kyle.
I got one for you. Why did the blind man fall down the well? He didn't see that well. Hey,
Okay. Why did the blind man fall down the well? You got the Wilhelm scream at the end, try to make it better. Okay, here's Danny's bad dad joke.
We all know why 6 was afraid of 7, but do you know why 10 was scared? Because it was in the middle of 9/11.
It's almost better how abruptly it cut off.
It's like a tower dropped at that moment, just right there. I'm bookmarking it. Let's try Brenda.
Okay, so I don't know if you got the last one. So it's Brenda the mail lady again. If you got the last one, forget it. But I don't know how to send these things.
You're doing it.
Okay, so Duck walks into the bar, says to the bartender, got any bread? Bartender said, nope. He waits a minute, says, got any bread? Bartender said, nope. Says, got any bread? Bartender said, no, and if you ask me again, I'm going to nail your beak to the bar.
Got any nails?
Duck says, got a hammer? Bartender says, nope. Duck says, got any bread?
Okay. Thank you for your submission.
It's a bill.
Technicality. The technicality police have arrived. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Josh. You're right. Technically. One more. Here's Missy.
Hey, junkies. What is Michael Jackson's favorite restaurant? KFC?
This was a bad idea. This
That's
whole
ignorant.
Thing. Moses, hang out. We've got another segment where we can.
I'm not sure that I want to.
We could spend some time with you.
I thought you were going to ask
you,
about Michael Jackson's favorite band.
I will. Boyz II Men. I will not play as many of these during the next segment, but we still have to play some. They're floating in right now. A lot of people are sending in their dispatches, so we'll see what we get here. We've got another update on a story we've been following for quite a while. Another update on the clown who rang the doorbell. A 10-year-old, or actually younger than 10, an 8-year-old driving a car got in trouble, and a whole bunch more. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Music Weekends, a classic alternative. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated. Oh, God. It's just a flood. It's a flood of dad jokes coming in. Bootsy says, just give me the dad joke prize and be done with it. You're barely winning, okay? Another dispatch coming in right now. Thank you, FX Buzz. I can see all the activity on the studio screen. The great Coderino himself made this. That's why it's perfect. Never has any issues. Hey, Ghost Bird, Lee Road, Sun State, John, how's your eye, buddy? How's that eye doing? Real quick, I want to directly address dispatchers, TTS dispatchers in particular. Should I add a preview with maybe a chance to edit one time or something? Should I add the ability for like a preview before you send and like maybe a last chance to edit or something? Let me know what you think. If he plays mine, it's over. Well, let's see. Hey, Anthony, how are you? See if we got anything exclusive for the Skull Mike folks. By the way, I saw one of the dumbest dramas ever. I guess Big Brother is on. I've completely abandoned this franchise. They started to get dumb with casting, and then it started to become like political and weird, like the Bachelor universe and stuff, and it ran its course. But the current drama, apparently, in the Big Brother household is one of the people who lives in the Big Brother house admitted that she's been peeing in the shower, and there was an outrage among her housemates. They were trying to get her kicked out, and there was a big to-do about this. And I thought to myself, I know that she said she was doing it to get back at the housemates. She's like, I don't like these people, so I'm not going to lie. I've been peeing in the shower every chance I get. I want to ask you, chat, is there anything wrong at all with peeing in the shower? Yes or no? Because I argue there is nothing wrong with peeing in the shower at all. Actually, the weirdest thing I can think of is the idea that you'd be soaping up, shampooing, showering your naked body, and you go, oh, I've got to pee. And you would get out of the shower, out of the water, dripping all over the place, wet ass, sitting on the toilet, use the restroom, go back in the shower.
If you're a guy, you walk over, you're peeing, your water's going all over the place. What kind of weirdo gets out of the shower? Everybody else is the weirdo in this case, not the big brother person. There's nothing weird at all about peeing in the shower. Yes, says Ghostbird, something about sediments in the pee? No way. Sean sits when he pees? It depends. Depends on what's going on. Sometimes. It goes down the drain with the water. Who cares? Exactly. I swear to God, there's a whole to-do. Big Brother's lyric admits peeing in the shower as revenge to house rivals in shocking live cam confession. I have a secret to tell you. I've peed every time I come in the shower, and I don't feel bad about it. Not even a little bit, because everyone in this house is out to get me. The moment immediately spread across social media. Who in the world doesn't pee in the shower? Are you guys going to tell me next that you get out of the ocean when you're at the beach and go find the nearest restroom to pee? Everybody's peeing in the ocean. Missy says, in your own shower, nothing wrong with it. Somebody else's shower, I'm an adult that can hold my bladder for a 10-minute shower. Yeah, but why would you? Why would you? Let's see if Courtney pees in the shower. Courtney! Courtney! Somebody stole her. Uh-oh, hold on. Coming back in 90 seconds. Yes, sir, that works. Let me add weekend edition segments in. Friday, 11:15. Pick a side. Driver blames autopilot for ticket. Friday, 11:15. Okay. Excellente. We're coming back right now live on the show. Who will be the first to gift a subscription, a premium subscription? Hit the gift icon on thenewsjunkie.com. If you do it during a segment, by Monday I'll have it all fixed. But if you do it during a segment when the camera's on me from this way, like when we come back in 30 seconds, your message that you put along with it will fly by on a plane banner. Amazing. The great Coderino strikes again.
Trust your engine with just any buckaroo. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Car crash? Call Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
The weekend is on, and so are we. So good to be with you. You look great. You smell great. Today's shower did you well, and you can learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. We're hanging out with our friend, Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Moses, hello, how are you?
Hello.
There he is. We've got questions for you, of course. We'll get into some of those in just a bit. One of the weirdest things I saw this week, Mo, is there was some guy who was driving his car, and let me see if I can bring this up so you can see the visuals on this. but he got word that his car insurance was going to be canceled if he didn't remove the stickers on his car. And I'd never heard of this before, but like I guess this is some sort of thing that people do have to worry about. Like they say, if you get into an accident, your insurance will be voided because you have stickers on your car. Okay, well, I'm telling you, this happened to a man named Simeon Chandra. What are you guys laughing about? What's so funny? What's so funny right now?
Your stupid plane just flew across because Seychelles gifted a sub, and it said,
"What it say?
Sean sucks, Apple sucks, iPhone sucks, Samsung."
This was the greatest idea ever. I told you. It was. All right, Moses, you say you've never heard of this happening before. Here's the car in question. Now, these are not your ordinary stickers on the side of the car. It says, Jesus loves you, but it looks like they kind of did it themselves.
Okay.
With like some sort of tape that they had.
It's like Tainer's tape.
Yeah, it says a Christian motorist was left shocked after being told his car insurance would not continue unless he removed a handmade Jesus loves you sticker from his vehicle. His insurance company informed Simeon Chandra that its underwriting department declined the modification done on the vehicle as per stickers added on your car.
A bunch of demons.
The 35-year-old driver was also warned his policy would be voided unless he removed the stickers and sent in new dated photos of his vehicle. He eventually agreed to this so he could keep his insurance, but they had said it's something called Go Skippy Insurance. I don't know. That's like
sounds real legit.
It's
free
one of those
peanut butter with every policy sold.
Ooh.
It's one of those app insurance companies,
Gotcha.
Moses. So maybe we should start there. Like, is there anything to worry about when you're just like, hey, this is an insurance company, but it's all app based. Should I be trusting this?
I mean, usually they're fine because to be as long as they're a legitimate insurance company, they have to be regulated by the state of Florida. They have to have certain amounts in reserves to pay claims. So long as they're legitimate, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so as long as it's like you got to make sure it's like got a good reputation, I guess, right?
And that they're actually, as long as they're a real insurance company and they are registered with the state of Florida, you should be fine.
And you've never heard anything before about if you've got a bunch of stickers on your car, it could somehow void your insurance or cause you issues.
No, I mean, they could be trying to claim that because he has these stickers on the side that maybe it's a commercial vehicle now for some reason. Mm-hmm. But typically in the state of Florida, at least, once your policy has been in place for 60 days, they can't really cancel an established policy unless you don't pay the premiums. There's material misrepresentation or fraud, which they could be trying to argue here that, because he has this signage on the side of it that it's now a commercial vehicle and that was fraud.
Was there any argument that would suggest that the stickers like we saw in this picture here are done very haphazardly? They're very do-it-yourself.
Jesus loves you V much, this one says.
They're a little hard to read. So if you were another driver and you're trying to go like, what the hell is on this guy's vehicle? You might be distracting other drivers, and then somebody crashes into you. And would the insurance company argue like, hey, you're making your vehicle more of a target by having these weirdly placed stickers on it, or am I just making stuff up?
You're just making stuff up. I mean, first of all, in that scenario, it wouldn't be the sticker guy's fault anyways. The other driver would be at fault. But also, I mean, we see vehicles all the time with signage on them and advertisements and stickers and all sorts of things. As long as it's DOT compliant, there shouldn't be any issue there.
Right. Okay. All right. I had another question for you, Moses, and this is one of the big weird ones from this week. See if we have any other ones that I'm not thinking of right now. But I saw in at least one state, they have decided to remove the requirement for attorneys to pass the bar exam in lieu of, if you're working with a law firm, if you spend X amount of hours working at the law firm, you just become an attorney because they have such a shortage of attorneys in that state. Any thoughts on that? Does that worry you about the future of litigation in a state like that?
Not really. I mean, so it's basically an apprenticeship program. We used to actually have that in Florida. There used to be, I don't think there are anymore, but there were some old time judges on the bench who didn't go to law, or didn't take the bar, but did apprenticeships. And in some states used to allow you not to go to law school and just take the bar as well. So that's, not really a thing anymore. But, on these Typically, when you see something like this, it's because the state's having a hard time or doesn't have enough lawyers for the population, so they offer these programs to try to encourage people to become lawyers within the state.
This one says, here's one of the stories on this, Mo, from Reuters. Law graduates who are unable to take Washington State's July bar exam due to technological problems will have an option to be licensed to practice without ever taking the test, the Supreme Court said. First-time bar takers who were scheduled to sit for last week's canceled exam may accept a waiver to practice in Washington, or they could take a rescheduled bar exam. So in this case, there was like a glitch on the test or something, and they weren't able to do it. And the other one, I think it was New Mexico?
Yes,
yeah.
New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico. The Albuquerque Journal has the story, and it says New Mexico law graduates can become attorneys without the bar exam. So the Supreme Court of New Mexico has okayed skills-based pathway to licensure. So that wouldn't worry you. You would think that there's people that are very skilled that didn't even need to get it to begin with.
I mean, law school doesn't really teach you much about how to practice law. It really more teaches you how to think. You learn how to practice law by actually getting out there and getting a job. So I don't see it being a huge issue. Just like anything else in life, the law school, the bar, they're all just hurdles you have to jump over to achieve what you want to achieve. But you actually learn most of the skill on the job. So the apprenticeship makes sense in that sense.
For people who take the bar exam and pass law school, obviously that means you have to take some sort of final exam to pass law school, and then you take the bar. Are those two tests pretty similar? Are they?
Oh, not at all. The bar exam is complete. Nothing you learn in law school is on the bar exam at all.
Really?
So it makes no sense. So, typically you finish law school and then you study for like 6 months or so and you take the bar exam.
Why can't you just go to a school that teaches you the bar exam?
Well, because you have to buy an extra class to take the bar exam.
This sounds like a scam, actually.
The whole thing's a scam. The whole world's a scam.
Listen, Moses is black-pilled on all of this stuff. All right, that's an interesting take on this. And then your idea is sort of that the marketplace will sort this out. If somebody's a really bad attorney, then they won't. The people will stop going to them to get attorney work, right?
Yeah, look, there's people who graduate from the best law school in the country who are not very good attorneys, and there's people who graduated from terrible law schools who are great attorneys.
James McGill.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think one necessarily equates to the other, but on the job training is important. A lot of people have proposed that even after you take or pass the bar exam, that you should be required to do an apprenticeship before you're a fully licensed lawyer, which does kind of make sense in the same token as they have in medical school. But
right. All right. Well, join us on the show if you have any questions. Tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com, or send a dispatch over on the website right now. Moses DeWitt is there to help you out after any accident. If you're behind the wheel and you get pulled over and it was on autopilot and you need somebody to represent you, Mo is your guy. He'll step up and say, I'll fight the good fight and see if I could win this out in court. Or
if you were just on the highway, it wasn't me.
If you, it worked before, right? Hasn't that been successful? The it wasn't me defense, the Shaggy defense.
I'm sure it's worked for somebody. I don't know who.
All right. Well, he'll use the defense that works the best considering the circumstances.
The Chewbacca defense.
JustCallMo.com. What's the Chewbacca defense?
It was from South Park.
Oh. All righty. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Moses, thanks for hanging out with us today. Are you got to get out of here? Or
Yeah, I probably have to head out in a minute. I might have one more segment in me. We'll see.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, it'll be a big surprise for you when we come back. We'll see what happens with that. We'll get to more of your Rate My Blank. Your dad jokes are coming in by the dozens, and a bunch more that we have to get to. We're just getting kicked off here. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
Look out for a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from the express lanes of I-4 westbound to Florida's Turnpike. There's an accident on 408 westbound near I-4. That's off to the shoulder. Look out for a crash on I-4 westbound near Central Florida Parkway. We might have some scattered showers rolling in, affecting your ride this afternoon. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by...
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes of the show. We had our first plane sighting. What you guys think? Our first plane sighting. Ryan Dwayne Barbecue. Hey, how are you? I will pee in everyone's shower, just so you know, and I wouldn't even be showering when I do it. Oh my God. Wow. I don't even know what to do with that. Now I got to figure out, hold on. Bear with me. B-E-A-R and B-A-R-E. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, there is. It is here. Okay, it's just way up there. All right. Okay. All right, that should be good. Now, if we're on the Be Right Back screen and you gift subscriptions over at thenewsjunkie.com and you attach a message, it should work during these breaks too. Let's see if we can get one brave tester. Can we get one brave tester to give this a shot? Just gift one subscription over at thenewsjunkie.com and attach a message. We'll see if the plane flies by. And that'll mean the main screen and this screen both have the plane banner driving the message by. And then we just need the picture-in-picture screens and a couple other ones. We'll see. It's been called the greatest invention in all time. It's been called the greatest invention ever. By the way, now's the time, if you don't mind, over on YouTube, hit that like button. Hit the like button, support the stream in the easiest way possible. It's free dollars and free cents. Hit the like button over there. Hey, DJR Hodium. I don't know what that means, but hello. 90 seconds. Oh, Seychelles did it again. There it goes. Sean sucks, Apple users are fricks. 7 years. There was a lot in that message. There was a lot packed into that. Did anybody get a good look? We can't see it. What are you talking about? You got to be able to see it. Yeah, you must have seen that fly. But what do you mean you didn't see it? Wait. Oh, am I over top of it? Shoot. That's probably right. Okay, I'll fix that this weekend. Don't worry. On Monday, it'll be on all the screens, okay? I promise. Let's see here real quick. Actually, do I have enough time? I don't think I have enough time. I could do it during the next break. Okay, we're coming back.
Grainger, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. New. N-E-W. That's new. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the new.
And there you are. I'll tell you my favorite distraction right now in just a moment. Learn more about the show over on the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. Mo, I often see these stories, and there's a lot of them, about young kids getting in trouble. And then sometimes I see, like, there's this weird loophole where sometimes kids are too young to even get in trouble. You don't, like, there's nothing that you can do with these kids when they're like 4 or 5 years old. I'll give you an example here to show what I'm talking about. There were these 2 kids that got into an accident. Hang on, let me play this story. This is from Channel 7 ABC, I think in San Francisco, I believe. And they're talking about these young kids that took a car and crashed it. And I think they were both younger than 10. Here we go.
A woman is critically injured after a car crashed into her on 35th Avenue in Oakland.
Yikes.
The most shocking part of this story, 2 young children had taken the car, and they were also hurt, and really young children. ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Tiffany Liu joins us live tonight. Tiffany, a lot of questions, obviously, and concern about what happened here.
Listen to this.
Yeah, well, Dan, this is an awful story all around, but the question so many people are asking is who is responsible for this tragedy? I spoke to experts today who say, well, this answer isn't that simple. In Oakland,
it was loud.
A white sedan is seen speeding down 35th Avenue right before it hits a woman walking her dog.
Oh, this lady.
That she's okay, but it was bad.
The people in the car.
The 2 young boys laying on the ground here.
Police say 7 and 4-year-old brothers.
Okay, 7 and 4 years old, Moses. They were driving the car. They took this car, I guess, and were cruising around driving this car. They hit a lady walking her dog. What do you even do when you got like a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old and the cops pull them over and you're like, now I need to get assistance. Now I need help. Like, what can you do in a case like this?
Well, I mean, you just blame it on the autopilot and you walk away.
Yeah. This car's too old. The vehicle I'm looking at doesn't even have autopilot here. But you can't throw a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. You can't throw a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old in prison.
No, but I mean, we do have a juvenile system. Now, this is going to depend state by state, but typically in Florida, at least, if you're under the age of 7, you can't be prosecuted in the juvenile system unless the offense is a forcible felony. So an accidental collision would not typically qualify that. But in Florida, at least for the 7-year-old, they could be referred to the juvenile court, and it would go through that process there.
Would it matter if the 7-year-old was not the one driving?
I guess it would depend if they were just an innocent passenger. Somebody said hop in. I mean, I don't exactly. Or if they somehow help procure the car or steal the keys or something like that.
Right. All right. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Maybe they did. There's some more details here.
Took their parents' Toyota while they were sleeping Thursday morning and went for a ride.
Unfortunately, these parents need to be held responsible. And that was my main concern. These parents need to be held responsible. This is ridiculous.
But it's not so cut and dry.
I've never seen anything like this. It's just such a one-off.
Legal analyst and former prosecutor Stephen Clark.
The law doesn't have an exact remedy for this.
Says technically,
it is a crime that the 7-year-old committed, but we're not going to put a 7-year-old in juvenile hall.
Why not? What are we going to do? All of a sudden, all the 7-year-olds figured this out, and we got bedlam going on out there. It's chaos. They're all causing drama like this, hitting ladies walking their dogs, for God's sake. Can you arrest the parents?
So, I mean, that's where I was about to go with it. You could, go after the parents for, child neglect and those types of related charges, since, clearly these kids got out there and nobody was watching them or paying attention to them, especially at that age. So I would suspect that they'll probably face some sort of charges, but still, it's probably not a serious enough charge for what occurred, just because there's nothing most likely on the books that's going to deal with this exact scenario.
Man, and if you were the victim of this, would the insurance and everything still pay out for you, even though there was some little kid behind the wheel?
Most likely it would. Now, the parents are probably going to have a hard time getting insurance after that, but most likely the insurance company would pay out in that situation. There could be some arguments that the vehicle was stolen, but since, it's their children and they weren't properly watching them, and they own the vehicle, they're probably still going to be held liable, and the insurance company would probably pay out on that.
If the parents proved to the insurance company that they gave both kids up for adoption, would they reinstate the policy?
Well, if both kids were up for or adopted by somebody else and weren't related to the parents, and they legitimately came back and stole the car in the middle of the night, then the insurance company would have a defense where they probably would not pay out the policy to the injured party.
I just want people to think about this. How old's your son now? How old's,
he's 7.
He's 7? Oh,
yeah.
God. Could you imagine?
He's driving around town right now.
Could you
Smoking
imagine?
cigarettes.
You go to sleep, you go to bed, and he's stealing your car and joyriding with a 4-year-old around town. Like,
I mean, it's pretty unbelievable, honestly.
That's wild that it's gone to that level, but here we are, I guess. Celia, do we have any other questions we need to ask Moses while we have him?
I went to look it up, and you got the thing that I had written down, which was the New Mexico letting people, just anybody, be lawyers.
He was way less worried about that than I thought he would be.
We thought it was kind of ridiculous. I was saying when we first found out about it that this was a good opportunity for actual bar passing attorneys to go like, hey, do you want a real lawyer who really passed the bar, or do you want this guy who loopholed his way, into the courtroom? Go with me.
I like how you're already thinking about the marketing angle on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to.
This guy's
you got it. Can you, if you wanted to? I know that you've told us before. Whenever you do your Just Call Mo commercials, you have to submit them, and they have to be approved by the bar, the very same bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, is it possible? Like, I don't know that anybody's ever done this, but could you run attack ads against other law firms if you wanted to?
They have to be verifiable. So they basically have to be true. You have to be able to verify the facts. And there is a prohibition against comparing your services against the services of another law firm. So theoretically, it's possible, but you'd have to do it in such a way that complied with both of those rules.
Okay, so you could if it was very specific circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, for instance,
have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard anybody doing that? Like this lawyer is terrible. Make sure you don't go with them because this happens, and then next thing you know, you're like, you should go with us instead.
I don't think that would be allowed. I'm trying to think if I've heard of an example that I've seen other lawyers do ads where they say, were you treated by Dr. Smith? He has 12 malpractice actions against him. If you were, call me. But that's probably the closest thing I've seen to something like that.
Okay, all right. I've got a couple of more jokes that people wanted to get in. I'm trying to go over them before we play them, but this is not. I mean, some of these are just so bad. Here's Junkhead right here with their submission for Rate My Blank dad joke. It's Rate My Dad joke this week.
Happy Friday, News Junkie. So Bono and The Edge walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh man, not you two again."
Okay. All right.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Yeah, yep. Here is Kansas.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Little Boy Blue.
Nope.
Michael Jackson.
Okay, all right, stop.
Funnier because no one said it.
We have to bookmark that one.
They didn't put in our part. They just Oh, okay. Yeah.
Knock, knock. Little Boy Blue. Michael Jackson.
I like the anticipation that we were going to participate, even though we. All right, okay, I'll bookmark that one. I didn't want to, but we'll do it. Here's one more. CeeLo.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm not putting anything on that.
All right.
No. All right. Here's somebody commenting on the pick aside. Let's see what Guitar Slinger says.
I'm going to have to go with the cop being right on this because, as far as I know with the law, you're supposed to be in control of the vehicle at all times. That includes
True.
if you've got it on autopilot. So if you ain't paying attention, it's your ass, Cochise.
Yeah, I wonder, Moses, with people saying like, oh, the car's on autopilot, I shouldn't get the ticket, the car should. And this guy making this argument to the police officer that we played a little earlier on the show. Is some of the precedents for any kind of judgments like that possibly based on the introduction of cruise control? Because that would have been like the first thing that would have been close to this, I guess, right?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, the general rule of thumb, like you said, is that, you're still responsible for whatever happens to that vehicle when you're behind the wheel of it. It doesn't matter if it's on cruise control, autopilot, or anything else. You're responsible for it. Now, obviously, fully autonomous vehicles that don't have a driver at all may have some different regulations, and those are being developed state by state. But otherwise, yeah, you're fully responsible for it. But I think you're right, especially as cruise control sort of got more advanced, certainly, where it starts following the lanes and things like that. It's not fully autonomous. Then, yeah, they definitely had to clarify those laws to say that you're still absolutely still responsible for it, even if it is in sort of some semi-autonomous mode.
You want to hear a lawyer joke before you leave?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Why did the cucumber need a lawyer? Because it was in a pickle.
All right. Thank you, Moses DeWitt. Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. We appreciate you.
We hope you come back sometime.
We'll see. Yeah. He's the best of the best, folks. I love him. If you get into an accident, you need an attorney. Make the smart decision. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Moses, we'll see you next week, buddy.
See you later. Have a good one.
He turned his mic off.
Yeah, he's done.
Out of here.
I'll just wait until every time you turn your mic off and ask you one more question. A quick break. We're back in just a moment. We roll on. We got the hot sheet before you know it here this week in Florida, and something that they're using AI to do that is quite jarring, plus a Coca-Cola controversy. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Stupid, but done smartly.
The Jim Colbert Show.
Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
All right, we're going to fix this real quick. Stand by.
This report is sponsored by Quantum Fiber Internet. Have you heard? Quantum Fiber from AT&T is offering a great deal on fast fiber internet. What did you just do?
I'm working on something.
Seriously, grab this special deal now. Limited availability in select areas. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Presented by Capital One. Is coming back to Las Vegas. September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Stream live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there. Starting Monday. The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us. Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Hey guys, let me tell you about two friends, William and Lewis, with a passion for vinyl. They turned a lifelong dream into a family-owned, independent record and guitar store in the heart of DeBerry. That's DeBerry Family Music and Records. They specialize in
Okay. Stand by. I'm going to test. You guys tell me if you see this plane, okay?
Visit DeBerry Family Music and Records in DeBerry, and that's at 132 South Charles Richard Beale Boulevard. If you're coming off of I-4, it's exit 104 in DeBerry, or follow
You saw that, right? Confirm. Yes. Okay. All right. Now it works on Be Right Back and the main screen. Seychelles is just spamming the same plane over and over and over again. Okay. I sent one when you were showing the video during the last segment. The plane didn't show. You have to remember there's different scenes. So this one here, the Be Right Back scene is when we're on commercial break. And now, if you shoot, I think I need to remove that other one. Hang on, because I'll double it up if I don't fix this. I'll explain for the three of you that care. Okay. That should fix it. So all of the different scenes that you see, those are different scenes that we broadcast. This is one right here, which is the Be Right Back scene, which is Mega Chat and the Hall of Fame thing. And, now you'll see the plane banners going over it. That's one scene. Another scene has no graphics around it, and it's just the main video. Then when there's picture-in-picture, which can either be picture-in-picture with one camera, two cameras, or three cameras, those are all different scenes. So I have to go in and add this to all of those scenes. So there's some scenes where you still won't see it, but I think it's pretty fun. 2 minutes and we're back live. 3.5 of us who care, I kind of care. Okay, that's good. Well, my audience is getting bigger then. I went from 3 to 3.5. Tanya said, I want a plane. Well, if you do it during commercial breaks now, it will 100% work during these Be Right Back scenes. Or as long as we're not in picture-in-picture. As long as we're full screen, not little squares on the side watching a video or something. Okay? I'm Codorinoing during the show now. Okay, here we go. Stand by, folks. Oh my God, the amount of dispatches coming in with the dad jokes. Absolutely stunning. Okay, we are coming back right now. Stand by.
More. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. New. N-E-W. That's new. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
absolutely mind-blowing amount of dispatches coming in today. Most of them with your absolutely terrible jokes. But we'll see. We'll sort through those and try to find the best of the best in a moment. One of the videos that has gone really viral this week, I was going to play it on Monday or so, but we just didn't get around to it. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was, I think it's in New Jersey. There was a pizza place, like a little restaurant called Joey Tomatoes.
Hey, it's me, Joey Tomato.
Or maybe it's in New York, Point Pleasant Beach. Josh, where's Point Pleasant Beach? Let's locate that
great
place.
Question.
Point Pleasant Beach is where this was. And the video went in Jersey. It is in Jersey? Okay. The video that went mega viral. Oh, boy, I don't know if I could play this. I don't know if the lady might curse. I hope she doesn't curse because there's kids involved. Let me tell you the story, and I'll try to play it. We'll see. A pizzeria owner has hit back over a social media video.
I deliver pizza now.
Which appeared to show her yelling at a group of guests over a birthday cake request. And they've responded, which I'll tell you about the response after I explain everything. In the viral confrontation shared widely online, the owner appeared to berate customers for bringing their own birthday cake for a 5-year-old kid before asking to use a knife to slice it. But in response, the owner has defended her actions and stood firm on the venue's decision not to accommodate the request. Doreen Sullivan Kursich, the co-owner of Joey Tomatoes in Point Pleasant Beach, said the request had been declined due to customer safety, and she said the restaurant is not a party venue. This family was so mad at this woman in her restaurant because they showed up when they had their 5-year-old son, and they said, we've got a birthday cake for his birthday, and we need you to cut this if you don't mind and bring it out. And the lady goes, you didn't schedule a birthday party here. You didn't call ahead. You're not paying me extra for this. And the family was like, what are you talking about? It's a 5-year-old's birthday party. What's the big deal? Just cut the cake and bring it out here. And a lot of people thought this lady seemed like a bitch. And you might too. But I'll be honest with you. I was siding with the woman, with the restaurant owner. I go, I've seen this happen before. People have weird expectations from restaurants. You can't just go into a restaurant and throw an impromptu birthday.
No.
And then if you do think that the establishment is just going to help, like cut the cake for me, and that's extra work. Why would they be doing that for you?
I mean, think about it this way. If you go to a fancy restaurant and you want to bring your own wine, they charge you a cork fee, a corkage fee, meaning they charge you a fee to serve you your own wine.
Right.
Which might sound ridiculous, but
they're doing
that's
work.
just the rules. You're giving them work. You're also, by bringing your own wine, violating one of the rules of restaurants where you're not supposed to bring your own food to a restaurant. And so you're taking money out of their pocket by having it unless you pay this fee.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem here.
I don't understand why people don't get this, but they don't. This is the video here. Hang on. Let me see. Oh, she's saying to the lady, okay, everybody, we're all going to go to her house after this and celebrate my birthday, too. So she's razzing the lady back. This is the mother, and the mother is like, well, I don't understand what the big deal is. Why can't you just cut the birthday cake for my 5-year-old son?
It's dead in here. You didn't call, you didn't make arrangements, you just didn't walk into a restaurant and do whatever you want. It's inappropriate.
So she said, you didn't call, you didn't do anything like this. You can't just walk into a restaurant and do whatever you want. Explain to me how she's not right. For any of the people that watch something like this and they're like, oh, it's not a big deal, really. It's just it's a kid's birthday party. Why is the lady so mad? Explain to me how the restaurant owner is wrong. That this is not how it works. If you would like to, here's how I think this is going to work out, okay? I think this is going to work out this way. Everybody who's ever worked at a restaurant for more than 5 seconds is going to side with me. And everybody else is going to have never had any experience dealing with stuff like this. That's what I think is going to happen before I utter any more words here. But I don't understand what would be going through your mind where you thought this was inappropriate. These people were mad and demanding extra services from a restaurant that doesn't even offer those services. And then afterwards, you get mad at her. Joey Tomatoes has the right to not cut your kid's birthday cake, and that doesn't make them a bunch of jerks. I stand for Joey Tomatoes.
That's right.
I stand for them, unless she starts cursing or something.
I
don't owe you anything. Have a good day.
1990. Nobody's ever done that. 1990 is inappropriate. It's a restaurant.
It's a 5-year-old birthday party.
All right, there you go. I'm going to stop because he was just about to curse. She said it's a restaurant, and he said it's a 5-year-old birthday party. And that's the argument here. One side saying, "Oh, it's just a restaurant. We have to do things the way that we do things," and the other side saying, "It's a 5-year-old's birthday party. What's the big deal?" But it's sort of this expectation that you lump on other people. Like, it just I know how some people can get into this mindset. You'll go, "We're gonna go with a small table of people, and we'll order food, and everything else will be normal. But then we'll just have a cake, and they'll probably be fine with that, right?" You got to at least ask them. You have to call them and let them know that somebody's coming over and that here's what we're expecting from you. Just expecting things because you think you deserve them, it doesn't make you right. Missy says she's not wrong. The way she handled it is the problem. But you're catching the video at the end of the argument. Yeah, and here's their response. Here's Joey Tomato's response. Josh, I know you've been waiting for Joey Tomato's response.
I have.
Here it is. It says on Joey Tomato's letterhead, as one might imagine. Every story has two sides. A message from Joey Tomato's.
Every tomato.
Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. Oh, for over 30 years, Joey Tomato's, family-owned, has been part of the boardwalk. We've fed families on their first summer trip and their 100th visit. Generations. We've watched kids grow and come back as parents themselves, ordering the same pie their grandparents ordered. We are proud to be part of their memories. Let's talk about that video. Uh-oh. You know the video. Let's talk about that one.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
Let's get to it here. For a few days now, the internet has decided it knows everything about our restaurant based on 30 seconds of footage that started after the real conversation was already underway. No context, no beginning, just a clip built for outrage and a comment section full of opinions. Thank you to the people who supported us. So let's be clear about who we are. We are a pizza restaurant, not a party venue, not a bakery, not a rental hall. We built our name on pizza, same, with the kind the Jersey Shore is known for. We are
I built
also
my body
Jersey.
on pizza.
We built this city. We are also Jersey strong.
Yeah.
Protecting our
Was there a
customers,
shooting?
employees, reputation, and the brand is important. I'll pause here. I didn't realize this was like Jersey Shore. These people are not going to be pushed around. They have dealt with some stuff at this pizza place. Jersey Store pizza place has seen some things over time.
Right.
Right?
I don't think she was even necessarily yelling. That's just the way they talk up there.
It is. It's just an elevated speaking voice. Every restaurant on this boardwalk has policies that exist for real reasons. Food safety, liability, order in a kitchen running full speed on a summer night. Those policies aren't up for a public vote just because one moment of enforcing got them recorded. We have persevered one pie at a time. I bet they never thought they'd write a sentence like, we have persevered one pie at a time, long before this video and long after it's forgotten.
Somebody made the first draft of this statement, and then somebody came and go, "Hey, put more pizza stuff in it."
It sounds like it's coming from like the front lines of a war. As we have persevered one pie at a time, long before this video and long after it's forgotten. That's not going to change. Although we are considering a new tagline. We don't do cake, we do pizza. The Joey Tomato's family.
Need some work on that tagline.
This is a problem with customers. This is why I constantly say, and some of you disagree, but I'm sorry you're wrong on this. This is why I say the customer is not always right. A lot of times the customer is dumb. We had a similar instance here locally where there was an online outrage about I guess you'd call it like an upscale restaurant in the area.
I would call it upscale.
They have multiple locations. It's a Hillstone, right? Is the name of this place. Great food there. Really, really good service. Really good service. And a popular, very, very popular place. Get their chicken sandwich, BTW. It's like a fancy version of Burger King's long football-shaped chicken sandwich. Good stuff. So a long time back, or not too long ago, but a few years back, somebody tried to order takeout from this restaurant. And the restaurant says, we don't do takeout.
and they go, okay, get out of here. I just want to order some takeout. Give me a takeout salad. I want it to go. So we don't actually do that. And so they said, okay, I would like to order a salad for here. And then the restaurant said, okay, fine. And then they were bringing them the salad. They go, I can't finish the rest of this. I need a box to bring this home. And there was like a whole battle over this. And the place was like, we just want you to know, nothing against you, but it's our policy that we don't do to-go food. We don't want to open up the door for to-go food. We don't want this to be in our business model. We want to focus on catering to our customers who want a really great experience inside of our restaurant. That's what we do. And all the people online started melting down with the why not argument. Why not? Why wouldn't you just give it to them? They were complaining. Why didn't you just give them what they wanted? And the restaurant side is like, oh, God, here goes somebody complaining again. And then taking their complaint to social media, exactly the same thing that Joey Tomatoes went through here. And a bunch of people have no idea what's going on, don't know before or after what happened, are weighing in, and they're like, these people are jerks. They hate kids. They're the worst, blah, blah, blah. Million different reasons for this. But it's like, no, places have policies. Imagine if you had a policy at your house that everybody has to take their shoes off at the front door, and then somebody just comes in and they're like, I don't do that. You're like, then get out of my house. Whoa, how dare you? This person kicked me out of that, and you write some terrible review online. Rather than just respecting the policies of the place. And this may make me like Karen territory or old man yelling at clouds or whatever, but like places are allowed to have rules.
Yeah.
They're allowed to have like a rules. They're allowed to have a rule book or whatever that they go by. And I think people had this wrong, but you can let us know what you think. That was going mega viral this week. The pizza birthday story. Should the place have just cut the cake? Just cut the cake, for God's sake. Or is it in their right to refuse this? Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got the hot sheet on the way. We'll see what's going on in there. We got the next, or we got the hot sheet.
The next segment after the hot sheet will be This Week in Florida.
I almost forgot This Week in Florida again, and I can't bring myself to do that. Was that last week when I forgot entirely? Okay,
to your credit, to be fair, we had an interview with Anthony Pizza.
I know, but after our Anthony Pizza interview, you reminded me, and you were like, hey.
I was being nice. To you.
Said it. And then after that, I still forgot it again. So This Week in Florida will not be forgotten this week. All right, that's coming up next as well. There's a lot on the way, and it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's the Orlando Shine Show with Brendan and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The work week is ending on a bit of an unsettled note across Central Florida. Hi there, I'm Fox 30.
Hello. Stand by, everybody. Hello?
I'm going to try to get out. I don't know if it's in my brain.
Okay. Good luck out there. Be safe. Joey Tomatoes. I do have one issue with Joey Tomatoes. In some of their imaging, not all of it, some of their imaging, they have Joey, Joey, Tomato apostrophe S. And in some of their imaging, they have Joey Tomatoes with an ES. The discrepancy is alarming. You have to align your branding, Joey Tomatoes, and you have to either be Joey plural of tomatoes, or Joey Tomato owns a pizza place. Joey Tomato apostrophe S. So Joey Tomatoes needs to have a meeting, and a decision needs to become to which one of those brands you're going to stick with. Okay? Now you know. The woman represents the business and its policy, one and the same. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a simple one. Like, expectations are out of whack for a lot of people. Sort of that main character syndrome kind of thing, you know? Where they're like, why don't you just cut the goddamn cake? I'm sorry. I'm here with my 5-year-old. I don't think you know who I am. Cut the cake. Serve it to us. You're going to be part of this 5-year-old's birthday party, whether you like it or not. Uh-oh. Seychelles at it again. Did I miss it? Or did he not leave a message this time? Oh, I can't see it. You guys can. Ain't that a bitch? Amy K disagreed on Fox 35 this morning. She was on the cake people's side. Well, ain't that a bitch? I mean, Amy K, who generally is right about these things, unbelievably bowling a gutter ball on this one. I don't believe you. I disagree. Shut up and dribble kind of argument? I'd cut a cake for Amy? Well, yeah, I mean, if Amy Kaufeld came into my pizza restaurant, I'd go, I gotcha, Ames. That's what I call her. I gotcha, Ames. So I don't know where you got this 5-year-old from, but let's do this thing. I would do it. But that's not how it goes at Joey Tomatoes. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Excellent, thank you. Cut and serve the cake. The 5-year-old gets poisoning from your cake, and you come sue me for food poisoning? Nope. Yeah, I guess there's probably issues with that too. I wasn't even thinking about like any kind of liability of serving up food that's not your food. You got enough liability on the line just serving up food to human beings in general. And they go, here, we brought this thing from outside. Serve this up to us. SSJ is sitting the fence. He's sitting the fence. Don't fence it.
Forget nosebleed seats. On Top Shelf Country Cruise, country music happens all around you. It's a more personal, immersive way to experience the music you love. Reserve your stateroom today at TopShelfCountryCruise.com. Top Shelf Country Cruise. The bar's set.
Hey, Orlando. Why settle for one dealership when you can shop 3? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at GreenwayKias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia. Negatively refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
25 weeks comes down to this. 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200.
All right, here we go. We're coming back.
Down to this. 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
This portion of the News Junkie is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Radio. 104.1.
If you ever need to talk, He'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
All right, spot friend, pull up a chair. Let's have some fun. Let's see what's going on out there. Learn more about the show over on the website. Even get the podcast, which is free to subscribe to, so you don't miss anything over on thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody says my take was wrong about the pizza place situation that went mega viral this week. If you haven't seen this video, the woman got upset because these people came in and they had a 5-year-old and they just expected her to do a bunch of stuff. And they brought a cake with them, and then they were asking the pizza place in Jersey to cut the cake for them, et cetera, et cetera. And they said, no, you can't just do this. It was not a service that we offer. You have an expectation that's out of whack with reality. And the internet bombasted these people and hit them with a lot of 2-star and 1-star reviews and started coming after the company that was behind this Jersey Shore pizza place. And here's somebody saying that my take was completely wrong. Let's see what Anonymous says first. Here we go. All right.
Sean, big surprise you got your facts wrong. They called ahead. They got permission. They didn't ask the restaurant to cut the cake. They asked to borrow a knife so they could cut the cake themselves. They spent over $250. You would think the very least they could do was borrow a knife to cut a cake.
Why?
That was it. The owner lost her ever-loving mind. And I'm not one of those, the customers are always right people. But in this case, the owner was so unbelievably wrong, it's not funny. And shockingly, you take their side, of course.
All right, thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate the dispatch. The family is saying that they called ahead. The owner is saying that they did not, that they didn't. And again, I still think you're wrong, Anonymous. The idea that's packed into what you're saying, which is hey, they spent money here. The least they could do is give them a knife to cut the cake. No, they don't have to do this. This is not a service that they offer. I don't agree. I disagree with that. I think that if the woman says we don't want to do this, that's her right as a business not to do this. That's how it goes. All right, with that said, you can still give us your feedback, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Right now, let's do the hot sheet.
Check the hot sheet. It's news. But not real important news.
Best investigative reporting on the planet.
The top stories from the people on your screens and speakers are on the hot sheet with C-Lane.
That's right. The top 5 stories in the nonsense news brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. And every once in a while, I feel like this happens a couple times a year. They'll announce a new docuseries about something that we've gone over so many times. You go, why do we need another series about blank? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're like,
why do we need another series about blank?
Yeah. And this time, I'm going to watch it. I know. Okay. I've seen a bunch of documentaries already about O.J. Simpson. I know the story. Mm-hmm. But this new one, O.J. Unseen, Exploitation of Evil, promises some new behind-the-scenes footage of a thing that I didn't even know existed. Apparently people knew about this. It was released into the wild. It was a pay-per-view special. But did you guys know that O.J. Simpson had his own prank show called Juiced?
I did not.
No.
I'm just seeing this for the first time right now.
It says, back in 2006, this is not a prank, O.J. Simpson had his own version of Punk'd. 2006 was a decade removed from being acquitted of the murder of his ex-wife and a friend. The infamous former NFL star tried to make a comeback with a hidden camera show called Juiced. Here's him being dressed up as an old man whose dying wish is to call a bingo game, I think.
They did a O.J. prank show?
Yes. It was a one-time pay-per-view special. And it's even on his Wikipedia page. He starred in his own improv-based hidden camera prank show, Juiced. He would play a prank on everyday people while secretly filming them. At the end of each prank, he would shout, "You've been juiced!"
Wait, was this pre-murder or post-murder?
Post! This is 2006!
No way.
That's also what he said when he committed the murder.
Each episode opened with half-dressed models dancing around Simpson, who is dressed as a pimp and performs his own rap song. In one episode, he's at a used car lot in Las Vegas where he attempts to sell a white Ford Bronco. A bullet hole in the front of the SUV is circled with his autograph, and he pitches it to a prospective buyer, saying that if they ever got into some trouble and have to get away, it has escapability.
Shut up. There has never been anyone in history who cold-blooded killed two people and lived a life post-killing like O.J. Simpson. I mean, from writing a book called If I Did It to I did not know this happened. Can we watch it anywhere?
It's part of this. Well, I don't know about the pay-per-view special itself. Maybe somebody's dug it up and found it. It was available on DVD for a run as well. So the people have copies of Juiced. But so O.J. Unseen Exploitation of Evil goes inside Simpson's attempt at having his own punked show. Some of the people that chime in on the documentary, the docuseries, say there's no way anybody with half a brain cell thought a show about O.J. Simpson pranking people would be a good idea.
Hold on. This might be footage of the moment you were talking about where he tried to sell the white Bronco?
Yeah, I did.
I think this is it.
It's kind of a famous car here.
Yeah?
It's a Bronco.
The Bronco is one of the major symbols of his wife's murder. He's joking about it.
You know, I made this car famous.
There's no way
He signed
anybody
it?
with half a brain cell thought a show about O.J. Simpson pranking people would be a good idea.
All right. I don't know.
He was about to say it.
Oh, you've been juiced? Hold on. Let me go back. I wouldn't want to miss it.
And pranking people would be a good idea.
You've been juiced. It's been in a vault for 20 years.
Wasn't as fun as I
You've
expected.
been juiced.
He did it. It felt like his heart wasn't in it. He was like, "You've been juiced."
I want to see
Hello, Twitter world.
I want to see the intro with the half naked women and him dressed as a pimp. But some of the people said the production of Juiced ended up becoming a front to get OJ's confession because he was a bit of a chatty Cathy after a few cocktails. So they were just trying to get him drunk and get him to admit that he killed his wife.
Hilarious.
So yeah, I look forward to that one. And now I don't have a lot of time to finish. Amanda Knox is defending her decision to have her own comedy show at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, honoring her murdered former roommate.
That sounds hilarious.
The American student convicted and later acquitted of the murder and sexual assault of a British roommate in Italy is defending herself against accusations from the victim's sister that her comedy show at the Fringe Festival in Scotland trivializes violence against women. The show is called Cartwheel, which is a reference to a story that claimed Knox did cartwheels in the police station after Kircher's death.
That's
it
true.
debuts Friday evening and is due to run for 11 straight nights at Edinburgh Fringe. Grown Ups 3 is coming because Adam Sandler wants to hang out with his buddies some more. Matt Rife is under fire after telling an autistic ghost hunter to kill himself on Instagram. And this former youth
sounds like the fakest headline I've ever heard in my life.
It's a real thing. And a former youth basketball prodigy, Julian Newman. I don't know how you could make this statement. It's so weird. This guy's sister, this family went viral for their success playing varsity basketball as elementary school kids. And then now they have this big social media following. And the sister has a sex tape leaked.
Oh,
and her
really?
brother's reaction is to say that this situation, this sex tape, is going to make his sister more famous than Kim Kardashian. Not to be disgusted, disturbed, not to be pissed that it leaked out. He found out his sister is on the internet having sex with somebody, and he goes, you know what? She's going to be bigger than Kim Kardashian. Wow, buddy. That would be hard for anybody to do, but maybe not so much for him. Hey, if you have a mortgage quote, the number one thing people get wrong is just signing the paperwork saying, I'll take it. That's a good quote. You need to shop that around, and you need that mortgage guy Don's expertise to help you do so. It's very easy to compare your quote. You can do it on his website, thatmortgagguydon.com. Oh, I didn't put the thing in, so I have to play it myself.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgagguydon.com.
Pointing at Josh like a loser.
Yeah, I was
Hit
about
it,
to
Josh!
just sing it for you.
What was that? Matt Rife told an autistic ghost hunter to kill himself?
Now, is the ghost hunter autistic, or does he hunt autistic ghosts?
That's a good question, Josh.
Thank you.
That's such a specific gig, if true.
It is, in fact, a ghost hunter who is autistic. He told a paranormal expert with autism to kill himself.
Can we be real? Aren't all the ghost hunters autistic to some extent?
Maybe a little bit. The paranormal investigator in this case, Chris Mack, responded to some post about that Matt Rife had posted by giving an online sermon on the Salem witch trials, which for whatever reason led Matt to rip into him on Instagram, and he wrote, at Christopher Mack 161. Sir, you are a lifeless douchebag. Please remove yourself from this earth. Absolutely nobody is reading your novels in these comments. You do not matter to anybody. The event has already sold thousands of tickets. Now watch as I block you and you fall back into non-existence.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little aggressive. Yeah, I mean, you're already winning. Sometimes people don't get that. Like when you're already really winning at life, like you're doing much better than somebody else, you don't necessarily need to do that, you know?
It just makes you look worse. Like
yeah.
Like Matt Rife comes out of this looking like a piece of S.
Whoa. Yeah. What? Yeah. All right.
Well, you thought he was going to say it?
I thought he was done. I thought the FCC was really going to come yoke us into that.
I saw a car wreck. It happened on the camera.
All right. I mean, I want you to know, at my pizzeria, Sean's Tomatoes, there's no cursing. Just saying.
Really?
We don't.
What about Sean's Prawns?
Sean's Prawns is it's a seafood restaurant.
What about Sean's from Dusk Till Dawns?
Can you do me a favor? When I tell you about my restaurant ideas off air, can you keep my restaurant ideas off air? Now Sean's Prawns is ruined. Now everything with the launch of Sean Prawns and the Sean's Prawns empire.
Sean Prawn. It's like Sean John.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for
You're
comparing
welcome.
it to that. Yeah. I was planning on copying that logo. That was going to be our uniform. It's a very fancy signature style.
Pretty cool.
Sean's Prawns. Okay, quick break. When we come back, This Week in Florida is on the way, and we'll see what's happening there with a roundup of all the embarrassing Florida stories. I got this Coca-Cola conspiracy. I got the story about this teenage killer that's making news. More flock stuff popping in. A whole bunch more on the way. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
2 left lanes are blocked on Maitland Boulevard before Hiawassee. Emergency crews are clearing up a crash there. That accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound before I-4 has been moved off to the shoulder. All lanes are getting by. Traffic's cleared up for the most part. I-4 eastbound over St. John's River Bridge is bumper to bumper due to an accident before DeBerry. The left lane's blocked there. Westbound lanes are slowing down. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center, James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes, everybody. How you doing? New Orleans is going to start using AI to answer 911 calls as opposed to a human. First question, how would you feel about that? If your local 911 said we're going to use AI instead of humans to answer your 911 calls. How do you feel about that? Do you like it? Are you okay with AI answering 911 calls? Yes or no, chat? Are you okay with having AI answer 911 calls? Just generally speaking, yes or no? Give me your thoughts. Abso-effing-lutely not. Yes. We got a no and a yes. No. Can AI understand Cajun? Well, we're going to find out. Good. The computer can help better. Absolutely not. Are you okay with AI answering 911 calls? He says, lounging at his workstation. No, Missy says. No. Now, let me reframe. They're going to use AI to answer 911 calls when all other operators are busy. Now, how do you feel about it? Are you a yes on AI answering 911 calls? If it's AI answering the 911 calls when no one else is available, all the 911 operators are tied up. Now, are you okay with it? Well, then, okay. See, this is what I thought. This is how they reel you in. They say, actually, a lot of times people call and nobody's available to pick up the phone. It rings and rings and rings. No 911 operators are available. So would you rather have the AI than nothing? And you go, yeah, okay, that's fine. All right. Well, the AI starts the call and then somebody else gets on because it's better than no one, like Meep said, because it's better than no one. SSJ gets right to the point of it, says, hire more people, you cheap bastards. Of all the jobs we should be okay with hiring people for, shouldn't 911 operator be on the top of that list? You know what I mean? I got to figure this out. Got a couple of small things to fix in the studio this weekend. Big A, thank you for 3 years as a subscriber. Sean, we need another mod on Twitch. What, do we? Twitch, do we need another mod? I'm going to Twitch right now. I'm making everybody mods. /mod. I've never done this before. Or I haven't done it in a long time. I'm modding everyone. You get a mod and you get a mod. Who else? I'm going to mod somebody. Hang on. 1 minute. We're back live. Little fuel on the fire. I forgot the first person who asked me. I forgot who asked. I didn't even mod them. I forgot who the first username was. Uh-oh. Oh, the Stepafee was the first one. Hang on, we're coming back. I'll have to do that during the next break. Stand by.
723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
Cinto Family Moving and Storage. Less stress, more peace of mind. Cinto Moving, cintomoving.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Preset. Preset. That's preset. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Viral newsroom. We're so happy to have you here with us, and we have so much to talk about. Learn more about the show, as you might imagine, over at thenewsjunkie.com. I think I've been doing it wrong my whole life. C-Lane, you're a tech guy. He's known as the tech guy. They call him the tech guy, Christopher Dolores Lane.
Hey, it's me, tech guy.
See, I told you. Josh is not known as the tech guy.
No,
C-Lane is indeed. I saw this story. Like sometimes I'll be flipping through.
Made a clock once.
I'll be flipping through stories, getting ready for the show, and I'll go, okay, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this big dramatic thing, this controversial thing, and then I'll see something that's not really controversial or dramatic at all, and I'll go, that can't be true. But I don't know enough about that specific thing to debunk whatever's going on. But there was literally a story that went viral this week. Sorry to start with this. We're going to get into This Week in Florida in like 5 seconds here. I promise you. All right. But this, let me pull it up just in case you guys won't maybe believe me or something. For those of you watching at youtube.com/thenewsjunkie, MSN had this story, and I go, this must be nonsense. And it says, stop using your car's USB port to charge your phone.
Why?
I'm like, I literally do this all the time. I think everybody who has a USB in their car does this.
I have wired CarPlay, so I have to, to use that function, plug my phone in.
Same.
They're saying that that's not what it's for. Look, let's show the people this who are watching on YouTube. If you have a relatively new vehicle, it probably has USB-A and newer USB-C ports in the dash, blah, blah, blah. That USB-C port in your car isn't for charging. It's mainly a data port, it says.
No way in hell.
And it's saying, like, stop doing this. You're actually doing like harm to your device, your phone, whatever kind of phone you have. It says, unfortunately, the built-in USB ports in most cars aren't for charging. They're for data and the infotainment display.
So you still have to plug them in then?
Yeah, you have to plug them in and then they charge. It's like, I hate when I hear from an article like this, MSN's acting as if they're coming from some position of authority, and they're telling me that, and everybody who plugs our cars into our cars, we're doing something, our phones into our cars, that we're doing something wrong. This is nonsense, right?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? There's only one USB port in my phone. I think most people's phones only have one port.
Right.
So if you're saying that...
Same.
You're saying don't use the port for charging. Well, we have to plug it in for data. It has to be used like that. In my car, I don't have wireless CarPlay, and I have to plug it in. So what's the alternative? It charges. I don't get this article.
Yeah, it's stupid. Most USB ports in cars are for data transfer, not power delivery. As a result, if you hook up something like a USB voltage meter, you'll find that many automotive USB ports only output around 0.5 amps, blah, 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 blah. And so they're just like, you shouldn't do this. Stop doing this thing that we're all doing because somehow it's not right. Stop using your car's USB port to charge your phone. Fake news, all right? I'm calling fake news on this nonsense.
It's not like I have the option to plug it in for data, but go, hey, car, wait. While we're at this, don't do any charging.
Yeah,
I'm going to need you to just stream my music into the car and do none of the battery charging.
All right, we're labeling it fake news. That is indeed fake news. With that, C-Lane, it's time to kick things off. Are you ready to do This Week in Florida?
Let's go.
Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And we start in Tampa, where a follow-up on some things we talked about. We even talked to a person involved in this. But we have a winner for this year's Big Florida Python Challenge.
Oh, really?
That's right. A Tampa man is this year's top snake hunter. Tom Rahill took home the $10,000 prize after removing 96 pythons from Everglades National Park as part of the Florida Python Challenge, the most of any competitor. Overall, this year's challenge wrapped with 280 invasive Burmese pythons removed out of one of America's most iconic ecosystems. The 10-day event drew 907 participants from 30 states and overseas, according to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. The longest snake pulled during the challenge measured nearly 17 feet.
Holy cow!
Yeah. Other top finishers include, in the professional most pythons category, Christina Kraus with 36 pythons. Runner-up is our friend Taylor Stanberry with 34. She's the woman that we talked to that won last year, I think it was.
I believe so, yeah.
Something like that.
She's like an Instagram influencer, and she like catches snakes and does all that stuff too.
Anthony Fauci's having an annoying couple of weeks, and that's not ending anytime soon, it seems. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier announced Wednesday his office had issued a subpoena to Dr. Fauci for alleged self-benefit during the COVID-19 pandemic. Fauci previously was questioned by Congress and took the Fifth Amendment 111 times, I believe.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was like he didn't answer a single question, which they're trying to hold him in contempt for, which is absolutely stupid.
Hold on, in contempt for it doesn't look good. He should answer these questions, I think, but it doesn't look good. But isn't that what the Fifth Amendment is for?
100%. They're holding him in contempt because they say, and this is not even a great argument for this, they say that because he was pardoned, the answers to his questions can't do him any harm. But that the existence of the pardon doesn't just automatically take away your Fifth Amendment right. That's not a negotiable right. You still have a Fifth Amendment right. And the pardon is for federal charges that he cannot get. But he could still get state charges, and that's why he didn't answer any questions, so they can't go after him for something he said. And it's exactly what it sounds like Attorney General of Florida James Uthmeier is trying to do. But we'll see if it works out. Probably not. There's a guy who met a woman on a dating app. Not such a nice fella. Over in Flagler County, the sheriff's office says 31-year-old Justin Fountain was arrested as he allegedly used GPS to track and follow a woman he met on a dating app around the county, including to her work, to a hotel she was staying at.
Creepy.
And eventually stole something from her that is very, I would say, important, very sentimental. Of all the things you could steal, this is a real dick move. He stole her late son's ashes.
Oh man.
God.
Under the jail. The victim told investigators after she met Fountain through the app. It doesn't say what app, unfortunately. I can't see here on this thing. He became increasingly controlling and aggressive. She claims he not only stalked her, but stole a teddy bear containing her son's ashes after she asked him to leave her alone. He texted the victim over 100 times after stealing the ashes. The texts include threats to stop her from calling the police that reportedly read, "You need to answer my calls if you know what's good for you, and I'm going to destroy you." He is behind bars, and good news, the stolen teddy bear has been returned to the victim. Another not so good, I would say mother of the day, but this is like the whole house, the whole parent, whoever was involved in this is in deep trouble, and for good reason. Authorities have rescued 4 children from what they call a house of horrors, where they had been sleeping on flea-ridden mattresses and in urine-soaked conditions. 4 people have been charged in connection with the investigation, which kicked off in Putnam County, around 60 miles from Jacksonville. According to the arrest report, a caseworker from DCF asked the sheriff's office to investigate the home of a baby who had a severe diaper rash and weight loss. And when they got to the home, oh my, what did they find? They determined the baby's vital signs were so weak that it could have died if authorities had not intervened. 2 other children were removed from the home and placed into DCF care along with the baby. A second search warrant was obtained. They said words cannot describe the house of horrors. Animal feces and urine everywhere, black mold, flies, small children trying to navigate hazardous flooring conditions, and they grew up all around this, not knowing that this is just the worst possible conditions you could be in. They just thought this was life.
Wow.
According to an arrest report, Jody Danielle Cannon was arrested and charged with aggravated child neglect with great bodily harm and child neglect. 4 dogs and 3 kittens have been handed over to Animal Services and will be assessed for possibility of adoption, and they're happy to report the baby is thriving, happy, and gaining weight. But overall, just not a great situation to find in. It sounds stinky.
That's rough.
Of all the things, as a law enforcement officer coming home and how's your day? And that's not the one. That's not the one.
Jeez.
A boater fuming over people hunting for lobsters in his spot is now facing an attempted murder charge. A lobster diving session.
This is an interesting story.
Super crazy, but I was like, as soon as I read it, I was like, that's attempted murder. That's 100% attempted murder. A lobster diving session off the Florida coast turned dangerous when a 51-year-old man allegedly shut off a diver's air supply because he was mad that people were hunting the lobsters in his spot. Michael Simpson, facing an attempted murder charge, court records show. According to the arrest affidavit, a ship captain had several juveniles on his boat to dive for lobsters near Miami. They anchored on a spot on the water early on July 29th and were preparing to dive when Simpson quickly approached in another boat. He circled the vessel several times before he anchored about 10 feet away and warned that a bigger boat was on its way. This sounds like piracy.
Yeah.
A little bit. And then it says the juvenile was using a tankless diver unit with air hose lines coming from a flotation device. After exchanging words with the rival boat owner, Simpson became irate and said he could turn off the air if he wanted to. And apparently he wanted to. He allegedly jumped in the water and intentionally turned off the unit, cutting off the victim's air supply. He is being held on $10,000 bond and charged with attempted murder.
Hang on. Can we hear from him? I have him, I guess,
Sure.
defending himself. I want to see what he says, because he's like, you got it all wrong. Let's see.
To put me in this category of a murder or attempted murder on a young kid, it's disgusting.
Tonight, he's sharing his story.
Good evening.
All right, let me fast forward. I just want his part. I don't want
Tonight
all the
he's
drama.
sharing his story.
His story. Here he is.
Misunderstanding.
Michael Simpson says his accusers have it all wrong.
100% no. Why would I intentionally turn off a compressor where somebody possibly is on the bottom breathing? It's just not true.
The father of two, tour boat owner and avid spear fisherman, providing an interview exclusively with 7 News.
We're on our boat.
Days after this mini lobster season altercation between 2 diving groups
There's
on the
some
water,
video of it.
which resulted in his arrest for attempted murder. He's accused of turning off this air supply machine, or a brownie device, which provides fresh air to divers underwater.
All right, so he says he didn't do it, and he says he has, like, video evidence. He better, because that's not looking good.
That would be very helpful for him because attempted murder is probably not an easy charge. When the diver surfaced, he was tangled with the hose and anchor line and gasping for air, according to the police, appeared disoriented and was confused about what happened. A video shows Simpson quickly swimming away before fleeing in his boat. So the Simpson better have a real good video to counter this because he looks like he's in deep trouble.
Wow.
A wild scene on I-95 ended Tuesday when a driver doing donuts crashed, threw a gun across the highway, and hid a drug-packed suitcase. 53-year-old Orestes Diaz swerved wildly through northbound traffic near Woolbright Road, pulling donuts across lanes. And I don't know if they're using donuts right here. Donuts across lanes and nearly swiping several cars, including one carrying 2 children. After slamming his rented 2026 Ford Maverick into the center wall, witnesses watched in shock as a frantic Diaz jumped out and began hurling items over the median into southbound lanes. Among the tossed debris was his own bumper, a purple suitcase, and a black bag holding cocaine and a loaded .327 revolver.
Ooh.
Troopers on scene noticed Diaz was sweating profusely, slurring his speech, and barely able to stand. A thorough search uncovered the loaded handgun and cocaine residue, over 23 grams of marijuana, THC gummies, and wax, and mysterious blue pills hidden inside a locked suitcase sniffed out by the K-9 unit. He has a laundry list of serious charges, including DUI, reckless driving, aggravated assault, felon in possession of a firearm, tampering with evidence, and multiple drug offenses. No charges, though, for one Mr. Braden Peters, a.k.a.
Clavicular.
Clavicular.
Oh, I never would have got that. I didn't know that was his real name.
Josh is a big fan.
Get mogged, idiot.
The social media influencer will not face charges after being arrested earlier this year. In February, he was arrested in connection with an incident at an Airbnb that he was renting, where he, I guess, like, got 2 chicks to fight, like just to fight it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like his ex-girlfriend was one of them, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, the victim was battered by 24-year-old Violet Lentz in a physical altercation. Detectives determined that Peters instigated the fight and posted it on social media to exploit the 2 women. But following an investigation, it says that no charges will be filed against him. And last but not least, on a Tuesday afternoon just before 3 p.m. in the parking lot of a Publix on Lindsay Crossing, 2 adult men got into a verbal altercation over an ex-girlfriend, and that escalated into a machete fight.
Of course.
They were both taken to a local hospital after sustaining non-life-threatening injuries. Panama City officials say both will be criminally charged after receiving the medical treatment. How do they both have machetes laying around?
Yeah, it's
Unless they're
You
landscapers.
are you telling me you don't carry a machete with you at all times? You don't have one right now?
I think I have a machete at my house.
Josh has one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, it says They were taken to the local hospital after the Publix fight, both armed with fixed blade weapons, it says in the police report. That's it, friends, for this week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. I saw this story. This is so crazy to me. I just wanted to bring this up real quick. We talk about the GLP-1 drugs and, like Ozempic. There's a million brands out there. I don't even know all of them now. I just remember Ozempic and Wegovy and
Mounjaro.
Mounjaro. Yeah, there's a bunch of these companies.
How can you forget Mounjaro?
And they're all these GLP-1 drugs. And so just a little peek into what's going on behind the scenes here. Bank of America, just one company, just the company Bank of America, for just their employees, they are currently paying $250 million per year for GLP-1 drugs.
Oof.
Just Bank of America, just one company is paying $250 million.
How many employees do they have?
They have 211,000 employees over at Bank of America, and they spend more than $250 million per year to cover GLP-1s for prescribed members of their workforce. That's 13% of its healthcare budget for the entire year. 13% is spent on this. The bank spent nothing, zero, zilch, nada on GLP-1 coverage 4 or 5 years ago because obviously, it wasn't available in the markets. And now that $250 million from one major company, that's just insane. It's taking up, I think it's probably taking up 10% of our healthcare budget for these companies across the United States of America, which is just wild to consider. Okay, quick break. When we come back, a street takeover, justice is served. Finally, I'll explain and I'll play the clip for you that you're going to remember this weekend. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes. Enough is enough. It's raining again. It's pouring again outside. And Courtney just tried to go for a run. She's probably stuck out there. Courtney, if you can hear me, I hope you're okay. Stimpy, thank you for the 4 gifted subscriptions. Thank you. God bless. Did you send a plane across or no? I wasn't watching. I didn't see. Did he send a plane or no? Excuse me. How crazy is that? $250 million a year just for Bank of America to pay for its employees to get GLP-1s. Why? Well, Bank of America pays because they think if all of our employees lose weight, 200,000 people, a whole bunch of them taking these drugs like Ozempic, and they shed off a bunch of weight, their risk of heart disease and various other issues related to comorbidities with being morbidly obese will drop, and it will actually save them a shit ton of money. That's crazy. Oh, you're back. Did you get rained on out there?
A little bit.
I was feeling so bad for you.
Very far.
Okay. That was smart. I thought you were stuck out there. You're in a towel right now. I know, but you look like you're going to flash somebody. She did it. She did it, everybody. She did it. Unbelievable. My Sigma plan covers all the condoms I want because I'm banging so much. Well, good for you. Huh. Ain't that something? That's pretty amazing. My hospital said, F you trying to lose weight, you're staying fat, and removed it from the covered meds. Lamau. The crazy thing is, we went from peak woke 2020-ish and people being like, well, being fat is not unhealthy. We don't have to worry about this stuff. Fat pride. You can be fat and beautiful. all the like beauty brands and all these different like fashion houses are showcasing these big fat models on the boardwalk. A bunch of famous celebrities are like embracing being overweight. Fat is fine, and then the GLP-1s came out, and boom, all gone, all gone. People have abandoned that, and they've moved on. The South Park Lizzo diet, true. The pendulum swing is real, true. Yeah. That was a crazy time, man. 2020 and 2021. If you look up a lot of people's like posts online and the stuff that was like being mainstreamed and normalized and the stuff that corporations were posting, everyone wants to pretend that shit didn't happen, but like, wow, it got wild. It got wild for a little bit. Some crazy stuff. Got approved for a hip replacement? Yes. Mr. Predicto, is Jason's hip replacement going to go well?
It has been determined so.
Look at that. Good news coming in. Everything 90s is back again, says Bird Nerd. You're so right. Courtney's been telling me that a lot. Like even the like low cut jeans, everybody was wearing those mom jeans. A lot of women, a lot of millennial women were wearing those mom jeans for like 5, 6, 7 years, I think. And it seems like that just got blasted out. And now 90s styles of all of that stuff is back in. That's why I just stay with my always in style fashion choices. Thoughts? Thoughts on the shirt today? Or as Courtney tries to call them, and I refuse to buy in, Courtney will be like, ooh, what do you think about this top? I'm like, I am a man. I don't call that shit a top. This is a shirt. This is a shirt. It is not a top. Ain't no tops around here. Or bottoms, for that matter. All right, we're coming back right now.
Granger, for the ones who get it done.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Preset. Preset. That's preset. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
Newsroom. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being on board. If you want to find all the links, everything to do with the show, everything you might need to know, you can go over to thenewsjunkie.com. And right there on the website, you'll find all the info you could ask for in the world of all things The News Junkie. I've been seeing so many of these videos. Feed is full of them over on all of the social media platforms. And it's my fault, mostly. Like if you hear somebody say, oh, man, the internet is just full of X, Y, or Z, it's usually, not always, Usually it's because that's what you're stopping on. That's what you're watching.
Facebook,
that's what you're doing.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see
And the
this?
algorithm's like, you like people fighting? Here's more people fighting.
Hey.
You know, you interacted, even if it was for anger or whatever, with a story about this. Here's a whole bunch more of that. And they just endlessly give it to you. I think I just saw, was it the Abdul El Sayed guy? I think he was doing an interview and he's like, man, Instagram is just full of OnlyFans models. And you go, oh, hang on. He's like, my feed. I forgot what he said, but he said something like, my feed is just all Instagram models. I don't know what's going on over at Instagram. And you go, oh, usually that means El Sayed, you might have been hanging out on a couple of those videos for a little while.
Yeah, stop tapping on them.
What are you doing, buddy? Here's the street takeover video that I'm talking about. Now, this is the person who's narrating this. The whole group of people are absolutely amazing. So you get to hear what goes on here. But it was another situation, and they've got to stop this nonsense. They can. All that needs to happen is a big crackdown from police officers on this and some of the e-bike violations. Just start holding people accountable. Every time you do this, every time somebody's held accountable, it stops, right? Like, it's so crazy to me how quickly that works. And you have people who either want law and order and want justice and want people to be held accountable, or people who don't want it and they want chaos and they want, whatever radical chaos change, whatever they're looking for. And in this case, the street is closed down. There's some idiot in the middle of the street doing donuts in his vehicle, and justice comes quite quickly. All right, I'm going to put this up on See It Now on the newsjunkie.com so you can watch it when you get a chance, but let's go on a ride together. Here we go. There's a truck doing donuts in the middle of the road.
The cops must be coming. That's it, the cops are coming.
And the cop starts coming right behind this guy. These narrators are so great. They're having a good time.
The one guy
watching.
I really love. You're gonna hear it in a second.
Sealand had to censor this because this guy gets a little bit loose. The cop is pinning the vehicle.
You caught like a motherfucker. You caught, baby. You caught, baby.
You caught, baby.
You caught, baby. You caught, baby. You caught, baby. You caught like a motherfucker, baby.
The cop does a pin maneuver, or whatever it is called.
Pit
What's
maneuver.
that called? Pit maneuver? The cop does a pit maneuver and spins this idiot's truck out after he plowed into some people and tried to flee the scene. The cop, a Dukes of Hazzard, flies out of his vehicle, slides down the hood of his car, and grabs this guy.
Baby. You caught like a motherfucker, baby.
This little
Man,
twink dude, he looks like a little kid pulled out of there.
Well, the cop was able to one hand yank him out of the truck. He can't be that big.
Right. Yeah, he felt big when he was spinning around in that intersection a couple of seconds beforehand, but they got him fast. Again, I'll put this up on See It Now, but just watching, this cop was not having it anymore. He was like, enough of these street takeovers. Smashing him against it. Pit maneuver right here.
You caught like a motherfucker.
You caught.
You caught, baby. You caught, baby. You caught, baby.
Gun
you
out.
Caught, baby. You caught, baby. You caught like a motherfucker.
He's my favorite.
I like there's a woman like, oh my God.
You caught, baby. You caught, baby. You caught like a mother effer, baby.
He's having a blast watching the street justice go down. Let me get a good screenshot of this so I can put this up on the website. And you guys can see exactly what's going on here. Obviously, you're listening. We want to make the visual available for you whenever possible. And if you're a Secret Show subscriber, you'll be able to see those forever. Everybody else gets a bit of a ticking clock on them, where for 24 hours, it's available for you to see exactly what's going on. So cop stops street takeover. All right, there we go. Street takeover. This guy is a ball, though. He was just having fun listening and watching.
Baby. Loved that guy.
Wild street justice video. Okay, there we go. Got that all set for you. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. That's the website. Or you can always check out the app, which is available for you on Android or iPhone. And when you're over there, click that See It Now menu, or right there in the main feed, you'll see the stuff that we're talking about. Kind of a good time there, and they seem to be enjoying themselves. Let us know what you think. There's somebody else weighing in on Joey Tomatoes. I don't know if we need more on that. We'll see. Do we want some more? Do we want some more jokes? Or
yes.
No?
Yeah, buddy.
We do.
This is the day for it. I think
it is. It is. You're right. We got to get more entries in. Rate My Blank. We made a decision whether it's good or bad. You can decide. Probably bad. To do Rate My Dad jokes, and our Rate My Blank is our contest for the week. And you send in whatever it is to try to win. And people have been sending in their dad jokes, whether they be text to speech or, whether they be them recording themselves, telling the jokes, et cetera, et cetera. Here's what we have. Here's Obi-Wan Cannoli.
Folks, you know why I renamed my toilet Jim instead of John? Well, everyone's really impressed when I tell them I go to the gym every morning.
Okay.
Some loud-ass crickets.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Had to drown out the joke.
Not the worst joke.
Here's another one.
Good afternoon, junkies. Here's my joke. How do astronauts throw a party?
How?
They plan it. All right. Have a good weekend.
Okay. If we laugh, then you get bookmarked and you go to the next level. If not,
Josh, I think slightly chuckle.
They plan it. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Is that enough for a bookmark? That is just it was teeny. I don't think it's enough.
I was just explaining because you had that issue with the Roman numerals earlier.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Here's Mama Greaser with her dad joke.
Good morning, news junkies.
Good morning, good afternoon.
I wanted to submit my joke, so here it goes. I had a handyman come over to my house today, and I wrote him out a list. When I got home, he had only done numbers 1, 3, and 5.
I found it a little
Turns
odd.
out he only does odd jobs. Anyways, love you guys. Have a great show.
Okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate the dispatch. Here's Meep.
When's the best time to go to the dentist? 2:30.
That's a classic.
Here's one about almonds.
Almonds are harvested by attaching a machine to the trunk of the tree, and the whole tree is shooken, and the almonds fall out and they're all gathered. Some people pronounce almond as almond. Why? They shook the L out of it.
That's so specific. This is not only like a dad joke, it's an almond-related dad joke. Like, almond farmers probably love that one. They probably really, really enjoy it.
They shook the L out of it. Hey.
Boy, we shook the L out of it. We did.
Here's Couch Spider.
What do vegan zombies eat for breakfast? Grass.
I think I was supposed to be grains. Grass. Sounded like grass. What do vegan zombies eat for breakfast? Grass.
What do vegan zombies eat for breakfast? Grass.
All right.
Grass.
Sassy. One more.
Did you hear about the lawsuit against the funeral home and the open casket? It was an open and shut case.
Mm-hmm.
It was an open and shut case.
Dan.
Junkies. Here's a dad joke for you. Why do women love bananas?
Whoa.
Because they have a peel. Hey. Gabagool.
Why was that the saddest gabagool I've ever heard in my life? Hold on. Can I play that part again? Wait.
Gabagool.
Gabagool. All right, one more. That's it. That's all I can handle. Here's
Michael Jackson.
Oh God, this one's.
Why did the female monkey fall out of the tree? Because she's dead.
Wow, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd it have to be a female monkey?
Yeah, really. One more.
Did y'all hear about the new sushi restaurant that exclusively caters to lawyers? It's called Sosumi.
Nope. No, didn't work.
Sesame.
No reaction. Sorry, but I have to look. Let me check right now how many we have bookmarked for our finals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5, 6. If 6, some of them are very inappropriate. I'm looking back. All right, we don't have that many. So just so you guys know, you have an opportunity to get in here and do much better than these folks have done so far. Glenn thinks he can do it. I don't know.
Hey, guys. There's 2 old men sitting on a park bench, and a dog walks up, starts licking himself. One old man looks at the other, and he says, boy, I wish I could do that. The other old man says, that dog would bite you. Wiggles and pops.
That's going to be it for now.
Because he would be licking the dog.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. You're dragging us down over here. A quick break. When we come back, jury duty is on the way. Then I've got a flock camera update, another wild story about that, and the Power Hour, which is action-packed today. Don't miss it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Being guaranteed human on Real Radio means sharing what's on your mind. So say what's on your mind. If in fact you are human, send us a message through the TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app and join the conversation.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's
Hello. How you doing? God bless you. Let me get a check on magnets. Everybody today may have been gifting solely for the goal of plane banners. Starry Night, 30 left. Woo-hoo! Woo, boy. Only 30 left, baby. Gobble those up. These are going to be collectible. 30 of the Starry Night magnets left. Get your hand on one for your Game of Magnets collection, or start your collection today. Subscribe to be a premium subscriber. You go to thenewsjunkie.com. You unlock secret shows. A new episode is posting today at 5 p.m. So if you want more fun, and it was a wild, raucous, funny-ass show. If you want another almost 2 hours of uncensored content, get secret shows right now. It's as little as $2.99 a month to support the show, and you get your hands on this or any other piece of merch that's up as you check out. If you're already a subscriber, you can gift a subscription. And with your gifted subscription, every single gifted subscription, maybe you do 10, 20, 30, maybe you grab all 31 of them that are left, you can claim something, including the rest of these magnets. God bless you. Any update on the Halloween events? Nothing big to talk about on that yet. We'll probably have a meeting next week, and I'll bring that up at our meeting. But yeah, I think we'll do something. We'll probably do a live show or something. It might just be a live broadcast, you know? Thank you, Sam. Oh, can we see it? Did you do a plane banner? Damn it, I missed it. Did I miss the plane, or did he not do the plane banner? Because it could have just been the little dispatch, or the little thing that pops up with the fickle beast in the present. If you don't put a message, it'll just show your name, how many you're gifted, and that stuff. Miss Wright with 4 gifted subs. Thank you, Miss Wright. Oh, I gotta wait, huh? Because this is, there's still a delay, right? I'm trying to think about this. Yes, this is still being, no. But I didn't see the on-screen alert. The plane takes a little time to come? Is that true? There it is. There it is. Ryan, Annie deserves a spider magnet. Sport Johnson, thank you for the gifted sub. This is my new favorite thing. I love it. It was a happy birthday to Ryan? Oh, well, let me echo that message then. Happy birthday, buddy. 2 minutes and we're back live on the show with Jury Duty. So just subbing to secret shows will net me the magnet? Yeah, here's how it works. If you're not a subscriber, you can go sign up to support the show for a premium account on thenewsjunkie.com. Just follow the graphics. It's really easy. Very easy and secure. And after you check out, you'll get 1 credit. The credit can be redeemed for any of the items that are available. Among them is this special limited magnet. So, yeah, if you subscribe, you can claim that. But if you're already a subscriber, I don't want you to be locked out. So that's why we have gifted subs, to spread the word to other people, get other people on board with secret shows, and support the show, and then still give you an opportunity to get the extra merch. We already left a 1041 magnet outside the Hofbro house. TNJ needs their spot over there. Did you forget something, Sean? Oh, I did. Hang on. I only have 2 minutes. Oh, I'm going to have to act fast. Hang on. All right, we're all modded up over on Twitch. I love you, Twitch. Whoa, Sun State John coming in with 12. Holy cow. I'll process all of those and add them to the leaderboard, I promise you, after the show today. So everybody will get credit for all of them that have been gifted in the last couple of days. But Sun State John grabbing 12 of them right there. Big support. Thank you, Sun State John. Tell Kokomo I said hi. Give him a pet for me. Let me see where we're at on magnets after that. All right. Promotional items. Starry Night, 26 left. And those are gone forever. It's our promotional item for this month. All right. We're coming back right now. Stand by.
But that sounds pretty good. So if you're ever unsure after an accident, just make the call. It costs you nothing. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com or 1-800-CALL-MO.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Now with us here on the show. We love to hear from you, and there's many ways that you can send your thoughts into the News Junkie, and that is, one, through what we call dispatches. Send a dispatch at any time. Anytime, doesn't matter when it is. Look at the clock right now. Perfect time to send a dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, record your thoughts, and get on the show. You can send text-to-speech if you want, and then we'll have, one of our voices. Although Josh is suspiciously not on the talk-to-speech or text-to-speech voices list.
That's right.
Yeah, he has managed to stay away from it, even though he has a very identifiable voice.
I don't trust you people.
You can make C-Lane and I say whatever you want.
People. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a little weird. And you can also email the show if you're interested over at tips, T-I-P-S, at thenewsjunkie.com.
I saw people going nuts about this, so let's do a bit of a view on this video with 1.7 million of them already, and also a bit of a fact check afterward if we need it. This is from somebody on X. Twitter is formerly Twitter, but now X. And they said, we're exposing Coca-Cola. Uh-oh. What did Coca-Cola do? Let's listen in. Here he goes.
Coca-Cola. I'm going to need an explanation for this.
Right.
All right, we're going to do this one live because I don't want to see any comments that, oh, this is a conspiracy theory, blah, blah. You can see we're on the Coca-Cola website, URL right there. We're going to scroll down to personalize our Coke can. The first entry we're going to try.
I didn't know they offered this.
Is Allah is King. No issues with that.
All right, so you can go to the website and you could put in a message, and it puts the message on your Coca-Cola can, and then you could buy it for $9.95. And he does Allah is King, and that shows up on the can.
You can see it on the Coke can. Next entry we're going to try. No issues with that.
Yahweh? I think it's supposed to be Yahweh, right? Yeah. Yahweh is King.
Satan is King.
Satan is King. They
Zero
show up on
issues
the
with
can.
Satan. Now let's try Jesus is King. Now that's where there's issues. So you can still see the Satan on the Coke can here. Immediately rejects Jesus is King.
My God.
Gonna need an explanation on this one.
I'm going to need an explanation, Coca-Cola. Huh? What's going on here? Do you have an explanation for me? It seems like you're blocking Jesus from your cans, but you'll allow Allah or anything else besides Jesus. Well, Reuters has looked into this. They say Coca-Cola does not allow customers to add phrases that include any religious names to personalized cans, contrary to social media posts suggesting that its custom tool allows Allah, but not Jesus to be added. A Reuters examination of the online tool found that Jesus loves you and Allah loves you trigger identical rejection messages. The company said that neither Jesus nor Allah were permitted words. I would say flat out, Coca-Cola, this is a bad idea in general because you're going to try to put up all the censorship blocks, and no matter what, people are going to find something that squeaks through, and then they're going to be like, look, they hate these people, right? Or like some way to write the N-word, or, I could put cracker on there, like whatever. There's going to be something that people end up squeezing onto the can.
I'm actually kind of curious about, like, what if your name is Jesus and you want your name on the Coke can?
And you want to be king.
Why does it let you do this to begin with? Why do we need customized Coke cans?
Money.
Yeah, you're right. I guess Coca-Cola needs even more money. You're right about that. Here's what happens when they try this. It says, looks like the name you requested is not approved. Please note, phrases may not be approved if they're trademarked, political in nature, names of countries, celebrity, or religious figures, as well as anything that could be considered offensive and any other something. I can't read the rest of it.
I can't put sucks.
No.
I put penis and it denied me.
It wouldn't let you do that?
Yeah, can you believe that?
The censors are up. Now, if you put Jesus loves you now, try Allah loves you now. Have they changed it since the guy did the video?
I couldn't do Allah loves you.
Okay. Coca-Cola said the tool does not approve names or phrases that are religious in nature or for political candidates. Could you put, Josh, what if you try to put I hate Josh? Would allow that?
It denied Hitler, so.
Oh, okay. So they put Hitler on the block list.
It let me put I hate Josh.
It did? Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do you do? Just hit continue? You pick that.
It won't let me put I hate Pepsi.
No way, really?
Wait, what if I just type Pepsi?
What if I put I hate Jesus?
Damn it.
Okay. No, see, okay, so I think Jesus was on the block list, but they had not included Allah or Yahweh or some of the more ones that they weren't ready for. Sometimes people think this is something done surreptitiously to hate on a particular religion, and I'm sure that happens sometimes, but I think more often than not, you just have somebody who's doing the block list, and the block list has to be 11 miles long because people will put like the N-word with dashes in between each letter. Like if I put N-I,
okay, buddy,
don't spell it.
I'm not spelling it out loud, but I'm just going to try.
Oh no, it blocked Sean's prawns.
It did? Oh, God, it let me do that one.
Whoa.
Don't show it. Why are you showing that? Don't show it.
I didn't know you knew how to spell that word.
So look, here's what I'm saying. There's stuff that's not blocked, and there's ways to get around. Now, I imagine if I ordered that incredibly offensive Coke can, they wouldn't send it to me, right?
Because
it says pending review. So I think people will still review it because
somebody says try the news junkie. All right,
let me put Pepsi blows as one word.
It did. See, so they can't make a list that blocks all of the things, so something ends up getting through.
I can't believe you used the hard R.
Well, I wanted to see if it worked.
It's the only version he knows.
What do you want? How am I supposed to test it out other than to put the word in? It put it up there if you put dashes in between every word. The news junkie shows up, and there's a review process afterwards. It's just, why do this, Coca-Cola? You make enough money. There's no need for this. Just do the names where people go into the cooler and they look and they're like, oh, is there a Dave in here? Is there a Frank in here? And you grab one of those, and that's at least you can control it from that angle.
But everybody knows somebody who has a weird name who never was able to buy the keychain at the keychain store that had everybody's name but theirs because they spell it weird.
Yeah.
This gives you an opportunity to participate.
Why? We don't need this. You don't need this. This is like the M&M store does this with custom M&Ms. And I immediately thought somebody is going to put something lewd on there. Somebody will find a way to print a nude photograph of themselves on an M&M, and then they'll leave and be like, look, I told you I could do it. Here's me naked on an M&M. Everybody can eat my naked body. Like, these are the types of things that people are just going to do inevitably. I think maybe you think this is persecution in some way and that they did this on purpose or whatever. I think Coca-Cola is probably too... they're not dumb enough to do that. But let me know what you think. Send a dispatch over. As I said, you can join us that way. Very easy to do over at thenewsjunkie.com. Or if you're a little shy, there's ways for everybody to be involved. You can email tips@thenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, put that right on top of your email and send your thoughts our way. Don't say clip that. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Clip what?
I had to test the filter. What are you expecting me to do over here? Jeez.
I think they were talking about something else.
Wait. Oh, of me saying the other things afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, no, and we're right.
They wanted me to clip.
Here's me naked on an M&M. Everybody can eat my naked body. You know what's so great? That first clip is going to be gold 4 years from now or something. But all the context is gone. There's no reason for me to be saying this. And then you just fire off. Here's me naked on an M&M. Everybody can eat my naked body. Me naked on an M&M is success, I think. Yeah, I think so. So keep that in mind.
Appropriate size canvas, too.
Hey, whoa. Quick break. When we come back, we'll do the Power Hour. Do not miss out on a moment of it. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Traffic's backed up due to an accident on I-4 eastbound before the beach line. There's a crash on I-4 eastbound near DeBerry. Off to the shoulder now. Traffic's still stop and go over St. John's River Bridge. Westbound lanes are slowing down as well. The right lane's blocked on Florida's Turnpike northbound approaching Osceola Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
Ready to play? From exciting slots and classic table games to immersive live dealer action, Bet Online brings the thrill of the casino wherever you are. Enjoy the freedom of online gaming at Bet Online, where the action moves with you and every moment is yours. Bet on at Bet Online.
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. I'm going to throw you a lifeline. Why? Because I am a nice person. I would like you in the power hour of the show to Google Reddit greatest dad jokes ever. And you will have the ammunition finally to win the Rate My Blank Dad Joke Edition contest this week. I don't know how has nobody done that yet? How has nobody got Reddit funniest dad jokes ever? Because we're going to work some more in the final hour of the show. We are trying to win legitimately. You know what? Good on you then. That's very sweet. Let's check to see how many of the magnets we have left. Promotional items. 26. 26. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is how many there is left in the world. This is how many are left out of 250. The only way to get it is to support the show. Subscribe to Secret Shows. Subscribe to a premium account on thenewsjunkie.com right now. Claim that after you check out. So you want funny jokes, not dad jokes, and now you want us to cheat? Okay. I don't know why this is so confusing. Dad jokes can be funny. Dad jokes are just a very short version of a joke. I think somebody has lost that along the way, and they think that it is important to the joke to not be funny. We need to sort this out. Ooh, Okay, we'll talk about this. Couple minutes and we're back. They are supposed to be so bad they make you groan? No! No, dad jokes can be funny. It's just a shortened style of joke, is it not? Let me see. Let's sort this out. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
First of all, big ups to Marsh Melanie for the gifted Secret Show subscription, right?
Oh, that was super generous. Seriously, makes the whole thing feel like a community.
It does. You're right about that. What is a dad joke?
A dad joke is a short, usually clean pun-based joke that's kind of cheesy and groan-worthy, but that's part of the charm.
But can dad jokes be funny?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes it's the sheer corniness or the timing that makes people laugh, even if they pretend they hate it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bit of a development, I guess. Former NBA star Enes Kanter Freedom has declared himself a WNBA prospect. He says he meets every requirement necessary. The 6'10", 250-pound player says he reviewed the WNBA eligibility criteria and has decided to declare himself eligible for the 2027 WNBA draft. Former NBA star, 6'10", 250 pounds. He says he wants to be in the WNBA. Do they let him in? He's going to score 150 points a game? Some people have way too much time on their hands. What a great troll. I give up dispatching this week. Wow, you were doing so good. How do my hats get so dirty so quickly? "90 seconds and we're back. Dad joke you haven't heard for real? I bet I've heard it. I bet I've heard it. All right, the Friday Power Hour. It's always the best time. YouTubers, hit that like button over there. If you've had even a little bit of fun today, each little bit of fun is one like. So hit that like button over there to support the channel, youtube.com/thenewsjunkie.
Another allergy season is just around the corner. Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. So what are you waiting for? Go to aspireallergy.com and book your appointment today. That's aspireallergy.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. I think we can all agree that plumbing issues are the worst, and it's always great to have a seasoned professional ready to go if you happen to run into those problems. Enter Modern Plumbing Industries. From houses to high-rises, these guys are Central Florida's plumbing company. Employee-owned and in business since 1975. Their integrity and workmanship are second to none, and they have some great deals as well. If you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll receive $50 off your service call. Book your appointment today at 407-327-6000 or hop online at modernpi.com.
Need more animals, more gators, and more fun? Y'all need Gatorland.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Green. Green. That's green. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
To be the most fun. We got some things to clear up, some things we need to talk about. I got some emails that we need to get into, a bunch of stories. We are loaded up, okay? We're loaded up for the final hour of the week here. And let me see. A few things I wanted to mention. We're down to 25 of the newest magnet, which is a very, very limited run. It's the News Junkie magnets for Game of Magnets. And people collect these. This is the Starry Night design. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. And it's probably my favorite one we've ever done. And the way that you can get your hands on this is you can get merch when you subscribe to the show. So if you want to be a premium subscriber, it's as little as $2.99 a month. And you get 1 credit for something when you check out. So afterwards, you'll see there's stickers and pins and all this stuff. And we put up these limited magnets. The Starry Night one is up there now, but there's only 25 of them left. There was 250 of them a couple of days ago when we launched this. Now there's only 25 of them left. If you're already a subscriber, don't worry. You can also hit that gift icon. And for each one, you get to claim something after you check out. So those are about gone there, Sealam.
Did you happen to check whether or not Starry Night was in the public domain?
This is not really Starry Night. It's inspired by Starry Night. But I'm sorry, what are you, Karen? Were you over here trying to turn me into the copyright police or something? What are you doing?
No, it's in the public domain.
Oh, thank God.
It was created in 1889.
I was like, I just thought it was old. Okay, couple of things we need to clear up very, very quickly. And for those of you who are not subscribers, by the way, now is an excellent time because of how many subscriptions have been gifted. There's currently 40 of them available.
Oh, my.
If you don't have a bunch of money and it's tough for you to support the show right now, we still want you to be able to get all the premium features, including unlocking our uncensored secret shows. So when somebody else gifts a subscription, you can, if you have an account created, which takes like 5 seconds on thenewsjunkie.com, you could just hit claim.
Like you'll see the alert on top of the app or the website, and it'll say that there's gift subscriptions available, and you just hit claim, and then for 30 days or for a month, you get access to all the premium features. And it's kind of awesome. Like if you like this show, if you're enjoying yourself, if you're having fun, and you want a funny show, they're usually just short of 2 hours long, fully uncensored secret shows that we do each week. There's a back catalog of like almost 500 of them or something.
We're getting close. We did 475 last night.
Yeah. Wait, we didn't do 475 of them last night? We did number 475 last night.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Welcome to Secret Show's Brandon Skinner. He's on board now. He's probably grabbing one of these magnets. But if you don't have a lot of money and you can't support, now is a perfect time to grab one of those that are available over on the website. And every Friday at 5 p.m., a new secret show drops. You can watch, you can listen, you can beam it to your TV. There's TV apps. We're working on finishing those, but there's an Apple TV app if you search for secret shows, if you're a subscriber. There's one in the Amazon store.
No, the Google Play Store.
Google Play Store.
I don't know if anybody's downloaded it.
Somebody out there download that. Search for secret shows over there.
Just prove to me that it's possible.
I have to build a page. There goes a plan on the banner. I have to build a page for all of our TV apps, but C-Lane has gotten stuck on one of them, and it's not quite done yet. We're close. We're close to the finish line. No, I'm not blaming it on you, C-Lane.
No, we're laughing at Seychelles.
What did I say? Did he do another one?
Yeah.
Is he going
You're
nonstop?
giving them too much power.
Yeah. I like it. And for those of you who don't know, if you sent across a gift subscription and put a message with it, it wasn't doing anything with your messages, and I felt bad. So now I have the messages flying by on a little plane on the stream at youtube.com/thenewsjunkie.
Is there a filter on that, like Coca-Cola's website?
Yeah. There's a filter. There's one. There's a filter, and I'm adding constantly to the things that are filtered out. So don't try to get clever. Thank you to Heavy Metal Cowboy. Thank you to Seychelles. Thank you to Stephafi. Thank you everybody who's tossed some support our way. Now, with that clear, I want to clear something else up, because people are fighting over this. And like C-Line just said during the break, how come people haven't Googled Reddit most hilarious dad jokes, and for our Rate My Blank this week, just submitted the funniest ones? And C-Line's sending me some, and we're talking back and forth. You're sending some to your wife. And some of these are so funny. And somebody said, that's not the point, Sean. The point is that dad jokes are not funny.
No.
And I said, maybe we have some wires crossed on this. Maybe that's why so many of them have been unfunny. I think a dad joke can be funny for sure. Like they're allowed to be funny, correct?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I thought.
For example, like, I come from a family of failed magicians. I have two half sisters.
See, that would make it to the next round. I mean, that would be very, very good.
They're not like usually laugh out loud, like really chest laugh funny. It's usually like a knee slapper kind of thing. Like I was really, really great at all my classes in school, except Greek mythology. That was the one. It was my Achilles elbow.
See, that would have been better. I would have bookmarked most of these. We've had 103 submissions so far today, and I think maybe 2 have moved on to the next round. I think that's about it. I've got some more. We need to find something that's better. So let's do it. You ready, C-Line? Let's do the Power Hour.
They said it couldn't be done. Then they said,
I'm zero criminal.
It's time for the Power Hour on the News Junkie.
I almost spit all over my laptop. I was prepared for the Eminem thing, and I was not prepared for I'm zero
Hell
criminal.
no.
All right, let's see what we got for you. Here's Dragonfly Ma'am. She has a submission for our Rate My Blank Dad Joke Edition for the week.
Hi, guys. Happy Friday.
Hey, how you doing?
So a guy has an exam at the proctologist for the first time, and he's on the table in his little white gown, and the doctor walks in, snapping his gloves. The doctor announces, "Okay, Steve, don't get aroused." And the guy's like, "I think you might have the wrong room. I'm Kevin." And the doctor says, "No, I'm Steve.
Okay. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's bad. I'm going to bookmark it because it's better than so many of the other ones that we've heard. This person says, this is my last try.
Last one. Amish people can't motorboat their wives' boobs. They can only rowboat them.
All right, I'll hit it. I'll
that was
give
not
you that.
bad.
Rowboat some boobs. Guys, guess what I'm doing later?
Rowboating.
Here's
You
Melba.
rowboating son of a bitch.
Wet?
Oh, hang on, Melba. They cut you off. Here she is.
Why was the beach wet? Because the sea weed.
I get it.
I get it. I am.
What's the difference between a joke and a D?
I don't know.
Sean can't take a joke.
Here's Graham.
So they did this survey last year to see which Hollywood A-list actors had the most colonoscopies done. And the winner, Cameron Diaz. Wiggle, wiggle, papa.
Oh, wow. That's not bad.
I had to think about it for a second, but it's all about where you put the inflection on Miss Cameron Diaz's name. That's what matters the most. Here is safety.
Saw a book at the bookstore said, solve 50% of your problems. I bought 2.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Good luck with your problems.
If only somebody could speed up the deer reproduction process. They could probably make $1 million.
Here's Mikey.
Did you guys hear the news over at Disney? 6 of the 7 dwarfs are not happy. You know what else I heard? They're not making 12-inch rulers any longer.
This was before I talked about how it could be funny. This is before we talked about that key element of it being able to be funny.
Only one of the dwarves is named Happy.
Yeah, no, I got it. You don't need to explain them to me anymore, Josh. I got it. I'm on board with most of them.
Making sure.
It was just that one, and that one, admittedly, was a little bit clever, and I didn't catch on to it for a second. Here's Meep.
I asked my wife if I was the only one she slept with, and she said yes. The others were 7s and 8s.
What happened there?
Huh?
I asked my wife if I was the only one she slept with. The others were 7s and 8s.
Nice.
But you did like a little orgasmic noise.
I asked my wife if I was the only one she slept with, and she said yes. The others were 7s and 8s.
All right, last one for now.
I read what they typed out, and there was no weird noise in there. That was just like a weird hallucination from the GTS.
It just started freaking out.
All right, here's my last attempt at dad joke. Whenever you're driving by a cemetery, you look at whoever's riding with you.
Oh, you're not in it, sir.
No, his attempt was C-Lane saying his through the radio.
It's like, here's the funniest one I could think of. He puts a speaker up to C-Lane and his joke going over. You can't do that. All right? You cannot do that.
Turn your radio down next time.
Yeah, please. Last one. I keep saying that.
I went to the doctor the other day. I was in the room next to Sean. I heard the doctor tell him, don't eat anything fatty. And Sean said, you mean like fast food? And the doctor said, no, don't eat anything fatty.
I mean, it hurt my feelings, but...
I like the explanation within the joke.
He's joshing it. Yeah. Here's why this is funny, Sean. I'm calling you fat. All right. Thank you. That's it. That's it. Legitimately. That's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to stop on these and hit the brakes. Don't email them. We'll work in some other stuff. Somebody says, hey, Sean, to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Palm Bay just suspended all of the flock cameras in the city, says Scott. Did they really? They're reacting to all of this anti-flock stuff that I'm seeing everywhere. Breaking, the city of Palm Bay orders immediate suspension of flock camera system following permitting review. The Palm Bay City Council directed city staff to investigate the installation of the city's flock automated license plate reader, or LPR, camera systems following concerns raised regarding their placement and construction. And this was right after, there was a guy who ended up cutting down all of the flock cameras in his entire city, I think.
Yeah.
And now people are coming to this guy's defense. Is this him? This is the story here, just in case you missed this.
A wild story tonight where it appears nearly 20,000 people have vouched for the whereabouts of a man accused of destroying flock cameras in West Virginia. Thousands of people have publicly said they were with or saw 20-year-old Wesley Jackson during the time he was accused of the crime, with comments such as, "Couldn't be him. He was helping me replace the roof on a homeless shelter. And I saw him serving at a soup kitchen at the time of the incident."
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. They're like, the guy who took down these flock cameras, they're like, nope, couldn't have been him. He was with me at the time. He was with me. And so they're trying to turn that guy into a hero for chopping the flock cameras down in his city. Then another story about this. A cop allegedly used a license plate reader in the cameras to spy on her boyfriend's ex-wife more than 30 times, according to this. Elizabeth Snowman, which is quite a last name. Elizabeth Snowman, spelled exactly as you would think. A North Carolina police officer allegedly used her position of authority to gain access to license plate reader cameras to track the movement of her boyfriend's ex-wife. Mooresville police officer Elizabeth Snowman, would you like to build one? 36 years old, is facing a charge of illegally accessing computers. The chief of police told reporters that there may be more officers who use this service. Snowman used it 31 times to spy on her boyfriend's ex-wife, including twice while off duty. And that's just the latest of these stories of somebody using that whole service in a way that they're not supposed
Snowman.
to. Yep, indeed. Okay.
North Carolina police confiscated a top hat and corncob pipe that will be returned to Elizabeth when she's released from custody.
You know, you're not in on this. You don't get to participate, you know. Just for the record, you don't get to participate in the contest. I'm sorry.
That's rude.
I did find something that I think you guys should play with this weekend because you might think it's
I know where
stupid.
mine is.
I think it's fun. He's really trying for the prize. There's something called Binge Buster, and it's like, I mean, it brings you back, really. Go to bingebuster.net, and you can connect it to your Netflix or what Plex or whatever account you have, and it takes all of the things to watch and puts them in. Look at this. It puts them in a Blockbuster video store.
Oh, that's cool.
And you could walk around the Blockbuster video store and pick out what movies you want to watch. You move over here. I see the Santa Claus.
That is fun.
And you can look at the whole collection and then start streaming the movie that you want. And it allows you to hold the movie digitally speaking, but you can look at all the movies on the shelves and wander around. It's called bingebuster.net. I hadn't seen this before, but somebody sent this over.
Is there a room with a beaded curtain in front of it?
I don't see one, but that would be great if they did throw that in. You can walk around the whole store. You see all of the different things that are available on whatever streaming service you hook it up to. And it's done in that very nostalgic fashion with the walls and sections like you would use over at Blockbuster Video. R.I.P. to Blockbuster Video, friends. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to something that happened at a bar that I mean, this is crazy if true, but we'll see if there's anything to that. By the way, bingebuster.net is the name of that website. Bingebuster, BINGEBUSTER.net. So we'll come back with this thing that happened at a bar. We got more of your jokes, believe it or not, as bad of an idea as that sounds like. We'll try to work in a couple more for our Rate My Blank this week, and more fun on the way on a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's backed up due to an accident on I-4 eastbound before the beach line. There's a crash on I-4 eastbound near DeBerry. Off to the shoulder now. Traffic's still stop and go over St. John's River Bridge. Westbound lanes are slowing down as well. The right lane's blocked on Florida's Turnpike northbound approaching Osceola Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome behind the scenes. Welcome to Sko Mike. How we doing, everybody? I hope you're having fun. I hope you got a big, fun weekend ahead of you.
This binge buster is super cool, but you definitely need a better computer to do it. Because the PC in my booth, the one that iHeart owns, is very slow.
Oh, really? It's like getting choked up by it? All right, let me print Today I Learned. $120 dispatches, and nothing has made me cackle. Not one. Center cut bacon. What am I looking at here? Is that a sandwich? I see your peak in TNJ chat, but I don't know what to do with it. All right, one last peek. Oh, only 7 magnets left. Unbelievable. 7, baby. That's not very many. It's in case you were wondering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is it. This is all we got left. 7 Starry Night magnets available for you over if you subscribe on thenewsjunkie.com or gift a subscription if you're already a subscriber. Just 7 left. Is it raining all weekend? I sure hope not. Sean, your point system didn't work. I gifted 7. I only got 2 points. WTF? Is that true? If that's true, please email me. I mean, you should get 1 point for each gifted subscription. I could check. Not sure if you originally put in 2 and then changed it or something. I don't know what happened there. But always, if you have any problems, let me know and I can fix it. Thanks for the dispatch, Big Bird. Thanks for the dispatch, Mayor of Mims. Thanks for the dispatch, 11 Charlie. A lot of participation on a Friday. I heard this story, and this woman goes, I have had this happen to me many times. Make sure if you're going to a bar and you're not leaving a tip on, let's say, like a $5 purchase or something. I'm seeing something out of the... what is that? Is that like a spider web? What the hell was that? Woo! Freaking me out a little bit. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, this woman said, if you're going to a bar and you get a drink or something and you're not going to leave a tip, make sure you cross out all of those sections and sign the tip. Because this woman said, this has happened to me multiple times where I get 1 beer and I don't leave a tip, and the bartender will just write $20 on there and tip themselves. And I'm thinking, I have been to bars for years and years and years and years. I've been to bars all over the world. I've never once seen somebody do that. I've never seen a bartender grab somebody's receipt and give themselves a tip. Bartenders, generally speaking, do not behave in this way. They will hate you. They will think you're cheap as hell because you are cheap as hell if you can't just throw 75 cents, $1, $2 on your tip. But that's just stealing. I've never seen a bartender do that personally. Always pay $1 tip per drink at least. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, it's like that's not that big of a deal. John says 0 with a line through it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to justify them. Even if you leave nothing, they shouldn't be stealing from you. Fang Freakatastic says it happens at Rockville every year. Is that true? Like when people are going to a music festival, they'll do this? Interesting. 90 seconds and we're back live. And we got big plans this weekend. Big plans? I sure hope so. Get out and do something fun. Hopefully skydiving. I've left a very good tip only to find the waiter upped it by $20. Well, that's just flat out stealing then, right? I mean, it's like, this isn't some clever hack to get more money. It's just stealing. Big plans next weekend, the poker tourney? Okay. Nice. Forgot about that. All right. We're coming back. Here we go.
No trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations, all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio. For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Green. Green. That's green. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
And you can learn more about the show, as you always hear me say, over on the website, which is at thenewsjunkie.com. The jokes keep pouring in, whether you like it or not, and we have to get the last ones through. I think we'll probably do them in our final segment of the day, even though I usually say that and then don't. I know that's like a bit on the show, but yeah.
Oh, is that a bit? We're calling it a bit now?
Well, it's a bit that I don't play as many dispatches at the end. I mean, this is the final dispatches, but Sean can probably only play one or whatever the song is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know how it goes. You remember how it goes? I don't remember. Dan says, "Good afternoon, junkies. I really wanted my wife to watch and hear the roast, but I can't find it. Can you direct me to it? Love you guys. Love the show. Thank you for the email." It should be easy enough. Just go over to the website and scroll on down, and at the bottom you'll see the roast of Sean Wasson. And you can, if you're a Secret Show subscriber, that's free. But if you're not and you don't want to subscribe and do any of that stuff, you can just you can buy it, like the pay-per-view version, and watch that. It's a fun time. I think you'll like it. Go check it out over on the website right now. Let's see what else we have here. Stop emailing me your jokes. I'm not accepting them this way. All right. I don't email your dad jokes to me. That is not how it works.
Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
No.
It runs in your genes.
I knew it, but it was still funny.
See, all of these would be better. These are so much better than how many we've got. Let me check. I'll just refresh. We've gotten 126 today. We've gotten 6 in the last 5 minutes.
Damn.
And everybody has an opportunity to do the same jokes that C-Lane's doing, but they're failing miserably at some of these. Like, here's another attempt.
What do you call a few black guys at a clan gathering?
This sounds problematic.
RZA, Gizza, Inspector Deck, you got Method Man, Raekwon. You call them whatever their name is, you racist bastards.
No, it's the Wu-Tang.
Dang, he got you.
Yeah, I got it, yeah. God, some of these are so... I'm not going to laugh.
When I die, I want to be cremated.
Cremated?
It's my last chance to have a smoking hot body.
Yeah, just the pronunciation is ruining your punchline. I'm sorry. Here's this one.
I asked Siri a question. I said, "Hey Siri, why am I so bad with women?" She responded, "I'm Alexa, you moron."
You guys could Google this. It would be so easy just to Google. And I even told you that. I said you could do that. Jesus. I'm going to do one more, and that's the end of it. That's the last one we're doing for this whole contest.
No.
Here is... Here's a Desire Me.
What do you call a chicken looking at a salad? Chicken sees a salad.
Classic
You know that's
banger.
one of my favorites. Yeah, you know that's one of my favorites. That's why you did that. I'll give you the bookmark.
Her inflection almost got me.
Yeah.
Chicken sees a
made it
salad.
fun.
My wife said that if anything should happen to her, I should see other women.
Mm-hmm.
She just stubbed her toe on the bed frame, so good to go.
Congrats.
Some of these are so bad. Like I can't even I can't play them for you because they're that bad. Like you're not even going to laugh.
What do you do if your wife starts smoking? Slow down and use some lubricant.
Oh my gosh, that's not a dad joke. You can't tell that to a child.
Maybe if they're older.
Did you guys know there's an app that could get you a grandmother when you need one? It's called Instagram.
Okay.
I see that. I'm picturing in my mind's eye that is shared on Facebook by a bunch of boomers, and the text is overlaid a Minion picture.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I could see that. That's going to be it for us for this Rate My Blank entry. This was Dad Jokes version. We're never doing it again. Never in the history of the show. We will do another Rate My Blank next week and give you an option to participate in the show as a distraction from all the crazy news stories we're talking about all week long.
Mom jokes.
We're not doing mom jokes. We're not. Are mom jokes a thing? Is that a category? I'm not familiar with that, if that's true.
No, if moms tell them that's a faux pas. That was the Water Boys joke that I totally didn't get.
You're stealing his?
That
I
he
get
played.
it now.
Yeah.
Let's end on this here for now. This was kind of sweet, I thought. 2 Alabama boys are being saluted because they helped in finding a missing 77-year-old woman with dementia. There are some good kids out there. How about that? It's unbelievable. There's still some good kids out there. Here they are.
And asked us if we seen like an elderly woman walking around anywhere, and then he said like she was missing and just told us to keep an eye out.
And we was riding and we stopped about where that one pole is, and he like turned around and saw her, and I was like, okay, well then let's go over there and see. So then we went over there and talked to her.
Call an adult and tell me when they walked toward the woman, they saw her sitting in this rocking chair at someone's home. The boys say after speaking to her, they realized she was the missing woman. They quickly called police.
It was very exhilarating to find her. I was happy that we found her. And
Just glad that God helped her and God made her okay.
Look at that. God made her okay. God not responsible for her getting dementia or lost, but big ups to God for them finding her. These kids, there's some good kids out there. I don't want to highlight just the bad kids. I want to show you the other side of things going on out there in the world. Okay. Let's just take our last break here. And when we come back, what we're going to do is, I could play this real quick. This lady in New Zealand was pretty funny. She was doing a Zoom meeting. This politician, Joe Gaylor was her name. And they warned her because she was up on the big screen. So it's like a big round table meeting room. And then they have some big screens with the people who are participating via Zoom. And when they put her up on the screen, she was doing her Zoom for her bathroom, and you could see her underwear hung up behind her to dry. And they told her, they were like,
Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you might want to move your camera.
Why? Where is it?
Because we can see you washing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just suggesting. But anyway, please.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, that's great. Okay, you can see my washing. You can see me. It's no problem.
She doesn't even care. It's like, fine, no big deal.
Good for her.
Yeah, she just rolled with it there, and good for her. Yeah, don't be embarrassed about that kind of stuff. Everybody's got underwear. All right, let's take that last break. When we come back, we'll do the final dispatch of stories that didn't make the cut. And, of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is guaranteed human. Are you? Prove it. Tap the TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app and send us an audio message.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Numerous showers and thunderstorms are expected as our work week winds to a close. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. It won't be a washout, but you'll definitely want to keep the umbrella handy, especially this afternoon with this dominant onshore wind of the Atlantic, which is helping to pull in that moisture. Expecting storms to bring the potential for torrential rain and frequent lightning later on, so be sure you're traveling carefully. Highs top out in the low 90s. Overnight, we'll see those fade away with temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s. Then we do it all over again on Saturday. More numerous showers and thunderstorms, especially later in the day, with highs in the low 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Folks, you hear me talking about these companies on the show, know a couple of things. One, if you hear me talking about a company, that means it's a company that I believe in. I don't take many of these opportunities to tell you about companies out there like this. So if I do, that means that this company is a pretty special company, and I'm willing to put my name behind them. And that's how it goes with Mills Air. And number two, there aren't many occasions where I end up working with a company like this where I'm happier to point you in the direction than in this case, because I know that you're going to be taken care of at Mills Air. I know that they're going to help you fix your AC issue, and they're not going to rip you off. And it's like you knowing about a great mechanic, telling your friend and knowing that they're going to have a great experience too. And it kind of makes you happy a little bit. That's what I want to happen with anybody. I don't wish that you have a problem with your air conditioning. I just wish that when you do, you make sure you reach out to the best, and that's Mills Air. So go over there to their website at millsair.com or on the phone. 407-277-1159 is the number. 407-277-1159. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. And if you forget the number, always remember you can find them online at...
All right, folks. Hang on, I'm trying to get a song here. Okay, I think I got it. You just fade it on in. Make it sound real nice like. Okay, everybody, I hope you had fun. I hope you had some fun this week. If you did, hit that like button over on YouTube. That's the way you show your appreciation. Doesn't cost you anything, but it is a great way to show support. Thank you to Mitch for the gifted sub. I appreciate that subscription, and I hope whoever grabs it does as well. Now's the time to rate the show. It's easy to do. Hello? What's that? Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now's the time to rate the show. 10 out of 10, it goes into the Hall of Fame. Legendary. I think with the TTS jokes, we're probably not in that territory. 1 out of 10, it's a disaster. It goes into the Hall of Shame over here. Head down in the corner. 10 out of 10's a winner. 1 out of 10's a loser. Rate the show. God bless you. 4 Starry Nights magnets left, by the way. That's it. That's it. 20 out of 10, 10 out of 10 fat people, 8 out of 10 auto driver oppies, 9 out of 10 Amish rowboats, 9 autistic ghost hunters out of 10. Nice work. 10 out of 10 gods of fairy tale, 10 out of 10 peeing in the shower, 10 out of 10 no more dad jokes after today. Thank God. 10 out of 9/11s. Wait, hold on. Hang on just a second. All right, we got this done. Sean, why do you hate Seychelles? Is it because he wants to kill us and eat you? Well, I mean, that's certainly one reason. You know, he's very pushy about his Samsungs. He's very, very pushy about the Samsung thing. But otherwise, he's fine, I'm sure. 10 out of 10 wet granny bloomers. Oof. 10 Kokomos dating 10 ladies? A dog dating humans? What the? Everybody, we will see you on Monday for another eventful week of shows, interviews, action, wild times, controversies, drama, everything else happening. Even when it's a slow-ass news week like it has been for the past month, we still get down to the bottom of it and dredge up some good drama for you over here. I love you. I'll see you on Monday. Hit that like button, please. It doesn't take a lot of work, but it is a lot of help. And we'll see you next week. Stay gold.
.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Everyone's talking about fighting inflammation these days. But did you know allergies are one of the most common and overlooked causes? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps tackle allergies at the root, reducing inflammation in your body so you can finally feel better. They offer proven treatments, even needle-free options to make it easy. Book your appointment today at aspireallergy.com. That's aspireallergy.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock. This is the
Didn't make the cut, or today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday and the week. Thank you for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. A new secret show drops every Friday at 5 p.m. So if it's past that time, go click on over and have some fun. I'm going to tell you, this week's show was very good. It was a very good time. I don't remember the last 15 minutes or so, but I think people had fun.
Something happened.
It was a wild ride, and you shouldn't miss out on it. So,
did I get you in trouble last night?
With what? What? Oh, great. Now you're saying this? Now I'm really concerned.
I said something right before the door closed behind me when I left.
Oh, you did? What did you say? Oh.
I called you out for telling me that Courtney thought that my knee scar was underwhelming.
Yeah, C-Lane comes over.
It was something like the door was about to close, and I was like, "Sorry, it's not a bigger scar, Courtney." Closed.
I told him not to tell her because when he went to the bathroom after he got here, C-Lane comes into the kitchen. He's like, "Look at my knees. I fell last week. Look how bad it is. Here's how bad my knees are." and he's showing off his kneecaps all busted up. And when he goes to the bathroom, Courtney's like, his knees weren't that bad. I don't know what he's talking about. And I'm telling him you said that. I'm going to tell him you said his knee injury was underwhelming to you. And she's like, no. I wasn't trying to be mean. And then so we, we were holding it against her. But she doesn't listen to secret shows, so that's why I could just let loose on all sorts of things about her. If C-Lane doesn't mention them afterwards when he's walking out the door, God forbid, torturing some sort of Uber driver somewhere, I'm sure. You didn't fall last night when you got back home, though, right?
No. I told you at the beginning of the show, it's been 1 week.
It's banned.
Also, I have to say, the great Coderino invention of the day, the plane banner sending by the messages from people who gift subscriptions, genius, but it's like 90% flown by Seychelles. It's just constantly like,
it's just using
I hate your Apple phones.
He's just using it to pay to troll us about Samsung.
This is a guy, if you're new to the show, Seychelles has been around for a very long time.
Hello, the news junkie.
He once cornered me at an event and told me that he had thought about killing me with some poison dart frog venom or something. I don't remember what it was. He went into details about how he was going to kill me with a poison dart frog that he could get on the internet or something. And I was like, wow, it's a strange thing to come up and tell a person. And then he started commenting on how I would talk about Apple devices too much, which I don't really think is true. I don't really talk about Apple devices that much, but he thought that was the case. And he loves Samsung devices. So now he's just flying the plane by with donations saying Apple sucks, Sean sucks, Samsung
Your
rules.
next iPhone will be Samsung with Apple app.
I don't know. Maybe he's right. I don't know. I don't know what to make of all of it. But thank you for all your support, folks, all week long. We hope you appreciate it. If you want more, which, maybe you do. If you enjoyed this show, there's a lot more to open up over on the premium side on secret shows. So take a peek over there, over at thenewsjunkie.com. Final dispatches. Well, we played so many of them. We'll pick our winner for the dad jokes on Monday. God, have there been some bad ones. Somebody says, this is the last one, please. What'd you do? You have your kid telling us the dad joke?
Brilliant move.
All right, here he is.
Son joke.
What did the sushi say to the bee?
What?
Wasabi.
You know, I kind of like it, actually. It's not just because there's a cute kid in it. I also think it's not bad.
Wasabi.
I also think. All right, there you go. That's all that's going to happen for those. And it's time for us to get out of here. So let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
By the way, the update on that clown killer thing was it was completely random. The guy that he did kill, this was the 15-year-old who was dressed up as a clown in a clown costume with his face covered, and he was seen on the doorbell video. He's like, I'm looking for you.
I have a gift for you.
We couldn't figure exactly what he said, but then he went to a bus stop, and they said the man at the bus stop was a 78-year-old guy who had no idea who he was. It was completely random, and he attacked him at that bus stop. That's basically the new details are just that the guy was waiting at a bus stop there, but we'll see. I'm still so curious about that story. So, all right, let's get the hell out of here today. Learn this band.
Dire Straits.
That's right. Open the show, close the show, whatever. Here you go. The band Dire Straits was originally called Cafe Races. Not very interesting factoid-wise, but I just wanted to end with this song.
Better
Thank you so
Motley
much
Crue one last week
for hanging out with us. How dare you? We'll see you on Monday. Same time, same place. Miss any of the show? Get the podcast over